Oh, gasp.
Were you all doing like a sexy thing or like a...
I was shocked or surprised.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, good.
I mean, I just can't help us. Never mind.
I mean, the thing is that Kate took from her gasp and it just started like...
Oh.
Well, you know,
Whoop.
that's not what I was intending, but if that's how you interpret
That's
it.
just good that we were.
Good to know, good feedback, good feedback.
Whoa! Bam!
I mean, she
Hello!
saluted us, so I
It's
had
true, you gotta
to
salute
return
right
it.
back there. Wham.
And Limit
And
Fate
the
is
fate is good.
shouting it
Oh,
Oh.
Dio is Fiona today.
out. Ooh.
Good. That bodes well, does it not? We know a few Fionas in the game.
Ooh, God, jutsu.
Oh, hey, everybody's here. This is great.
It's like all of my name days have come at once.
I've got our RPG Clinic mug. Got our drinks.
We're going to start off today straight up by saying that we hope, Pukajutsu, that your homecoming is imminent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So big, congrats. Big welcome home. Soon, like it's due. Yeah, there you go. Poop.
And we hope it's as lucrative as the Tom Holland movie.
Oh, homecoming, very good.
Yes. Maybe not as well televised, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that kind of works out.
I mean, that could fund it.
Spider-Man.
Holland.
Whoa!
Thank you for the sub gift.
The Mania.
Oh shit.
And I got another emote. Oh, gotta catch them all.
That's nice.
Nice
Noticing,
emotes.
yes, potato.
Boil a mushroom, stick 'em in a tube.
Thank you for
And she is
the
Dougal.
potato.
Very nice, very nice.
We love our Dougals as well. These
Workers
days,
ruling all. You gonna rule all or what? Henshi? You gonna,
Henshi has
you
left
gonna
the
fix
chat.
our problems?
Please help us.
Yeah, today, by the way, is the last day to earn those limited time
Oh,
emotes.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
The RPG-inspired emotes that Twitch is giving out if you donate or gift
Yeah.
subs or sub. Today's the last day.
Ooh.
I didn't realize that.
So
Is it
get
going
in
to be a
there.
new assortment or is...
I don't know.
Okay.
So tune into my stream an hour after this one ends. We're gonna
Yeah,
gather
go,
up
get
the
in
rest
there,
of the
yeah, we'll get
emotes.
the rest of them, yeah.
We also, just before anything else, we just got to point out that Lemon Eater is live tweeting this
Live tweeting this biznatch.
using the hashtag ChangelingTS.
So you can follow that along if you follow hashtags on Twitter. To see how Lemon Eater's opinion of the stream plays out next to yours. Or ours.
suck. They still suck. They really suck.
Wow.
How do you know my inner
thing.
thoughts?
Oh.
That thing.
So true.
I did not tell anybody about the thing. I was going to let you
Is
tell
it
people
like
about
the
thing.
blob?
No. Well, we might as well take this an opportunity to greet She Who Knows 10,000 Things. Aragorn, your moderator, is here. Entropy's Disciple, the Crosshair, is not, but says he might be here next Sunday.
Very cool.
So there's a chance. And just while we're shouting people out, we can shout out somebody who's contributed an enormous amount of fan art over the past little while. Hey, Lo, we're working on a game now.
So cool, so well deserved as well. Like,
Very
to be
happy
able to
for
work on
you.
a project
You
of
can
that
do this. You
scope.
got this.
Me describing it might be faster than you typing it, but it was your idea.
Liz Lair on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, or Road Illustrator still.
Yeah. Lose
So-
that.
Aragorn was thinking about alternatives to the drink counter
Real Larry D.
Oh.
Okay.
and has set up a bingo card.
Hang on. I have to
Oh
Cheers.
Cheers, yes, absolutely.
My God.
So the reason why I haven't told you, and the reason why I'm going to ask you not to look, is because the bingo card contains things that either you or your characters may do
Sure.
throughout the stream.
my god. This is the greatest day of my life.
I know.
So-
the free
Like,
squares
we have a
already,
printer.
I'm not sure
and
what the free space is.
Is it different every week, or is it
will
consistent?
probably be different each
So
week.
we might be able to look at it after the fact.
Yeah, after you'll be able to see.
Thank you for the
Does
beats.
Aragorn just yell bingo randomly in the middle of a scene?
Yes.
Come on, voice, and just yell. Oh,
After we're gonna
very
post the play
cool,
card.
Aragorn.
Oh my
Excellent.
god. This is the greatest. thing ever.
I know, what was his name?
So, Erwin, are you sharing the card with the chat beforehand, or are you just leaving the card as it is? If you get a bingo, you get an XP.
Oh, it's
the hype train is starting.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
thank you. And congrats on getting your emote awards, folks, from those bits.
Yeah.
Weirdness,
God,
thank you for hopping on the hype
Thank you,
train.
guys.
What's happening?
Oh god, it's happening again. I thought we were playing tonight.
We should always start at 5:45.
Ooh, thank you for your
Oh my God,
sub.
That's 100%. We are on to the
sweethearts.
next level of the hype train. I need a sound effect for the hype train,
Yeah.
I think. 'Cause
How
about-
Oh, Liz, sorry.
Hello.
You were talking, I was reading you. Dio, thank you for the gift subs.
Friggin' gems of life. What are you
Fugujutsu
doing?
is Elened.
Um,
Ugh.
We can't all be.
we're at tier 3.
We love you though.
Choo,
Clap,
choo. So Aragon was saying that she will play her card, but she will show a card or share a card. I don't know. It got lost in all the
After
hype
this
train. So,
So she says, I will play my card secretly, which is the card that you will gain XP from if you get a bingo.
Okay.
But I can share a bingo card link with anyone who wants to play their own card, Whisper Me.
so thank you for the host and
Holy fuck, that's a lot of
potato.
That's a lot of things.
So level 4. Holy goodness.
To help me pick a card, can the players choose a number?
Choose a player to choose a number.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that who won the most recent? It was
I
you.
wouldn't play the game last week.
So between the two of you, who has most recently won play of the game? I believe it was.
To the internet.
Maybe it was me?
Did we tie recently? I don't know.
Kate, pick a number from 0 to 5.
Okay. 4. No, that's 5. Sorry. I math bad.
So what is it?
5.
5. Okay, your number is 5.
It's like 9 divided by 2 is 4.
We're at level 4 on that hype
After
train.
round up?
That's kind of
Wow.
Choo choo.
wow.
2.
It would be really loud at this point.
So Erwin has her card, so you will have no drink to guess this particular
Okay.
episode. Your Kobe Fenders is going in.
Thank
The
you.
war train.
But we should be trying to do
Aragorn.
as many things that would irritate Aragorn as possible, because that's more likely to get bingo.
Don't spend XP.
No.
Why?
Braum.
So I'm assuming that the free square in the middle is I am Braum. That's my assumption. But I'm
Or when Braum.
When
Oh,
Braum
I feel I
is
have
the
some
square.
suspicions, so I don't want to say them.
The free square.
So the thing is, I don't know what card is
Yeah.
activated, but I did give some of the suggestions for elements of the card. I will point out that the card will also incorporate my own actions. It's
Okay.
not just the three of you, it also incorporates me. The only thing that I ask is that if anybody asks for a card and Aragorn passes it on to you, great. Do not post in the chat.
Ooh.
Please, yeah.
John actions are up for grabs.
You betcha.
Up for grab, like my.
Whoa!
Thank you, Potato.
Thank you,
Oh my goodness.
Potato.
Oh my
Thank you for the gift sub. Sorry, I'm really hyped.
We're
Yeah,
all
some-
incredibly hyped.
This hype train
I
does
mean,
its job.
We're hype trained.
Because
Yeah.
I'm really
This
hyped.
hype train.
That first
There's still
week of
2
Hype Train
minutes to
was
get
like-
up to level 5.
Yeah. And then
And we're at
so
59%.
effective. I was like, there's no way this can actually work. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
effective.
very kind,
Oh,
Potato.
Sweetheart.
Well,
Yeah.
we're very appreciative, obviously. And hey, if we Aragorn just pushed us up.
Boom.
That's it.
Hearts.
Thank you.
It is. We have hit
Clap, clap, clap.
100%
clap, clap, clap.
hype train level 5.
There it is. We got it. We got it, folks.
That's level 4 complete.
I love
Yeah,
that
those
little
are
peaky
adorable,
one.
eh? Oh my gosh. And then there's Sophia one.
Everyone has, of course, the angry owl,
You guys are the bestest.
You really are.
Thank
which
you.
means that we are 50% to
Oh.
the end of
The end. The
the
true
end
end.
of the hype train. The hype train
Yeah.
ends at level
Hype train
5.
goes off the cliff at that time, guys. So
No,
you know.
it takes off.
Takes all right. It flies up into the sky.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Chitty chitty bang bang or whatever.
Chupa chupa train.
Yeah. I was thinking
But
Greece,
train,
actually.
train, but train.
It's 4 minutes. We might be able to get through it. But what I can do is I can ask the three of you, because we did want to make sure that we got started a bit early. Did any of you spend any experience? 3, 2, 1, go. It's just
Thank
Scott.
you, Scott. I was like looking, I have like a few little indications of where I'd like to spend it, but I never actually spent it.
So I bought Fae 5.
Oh, Dwemer of Glamour.
Right?
That's
Yes,
what I
very true.
forget.
Which, seems like it might come in handy at some point. We'll see.
Alfarius says, go Team Scott.
To each their own. I don't cheer for sports teams. Yeah, okay, that's good.
You're gay.
No sports, no sports. You get the handball and
What happened last session?
Oh my god, okay. 2 minutes, everyone.
Okay,
We were.
All right, Talus returned with Queen Laurel and 3 pieces of paper. Other prophecies he was able to collect. Queen Laurel was angry but came around to our way of thinking
When
and
she comes
taking her
around.
away from her castle. Gave us rings, equivalent to 3 draws.
Oh, Dio's pushed us
Oh
up.
my god!
Thank you for the 5 more subs.
I am powering.
Oh, wait, that's the sad thing. No, we want this.
Do we have a good one? Clap, 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 clap.
136%.
Wow.
It doesn't carry over. It's just,
We did it, guys.
yeah.
We did it.
You were
Yeah.
saying.
We
yes.
decided to get our asses into the dreaming to take on the Fortress of Broken Flight. Once
Oh, shit.
inside, we went to the Master Suite,
Yeah.
where we
we're
discovered a boggin
skipping
playing the
over the
piano
good.
named Bowley.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Had
the little
appearance
cat.
too. And that's it for my notes.
Yeah. Bully was playing the piano. Boop, 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 boop. Sophia came up and joined and started playing with. And we slowly started talking until at some point Patches was like, fuck this guy, and tied his wrists because we needed to take him with us.
Yeah, I think like some details. Bowley is blind. Bowley
Boggin.
is a boggin. Bowley claims to have heard has heard the prophecy of broken flight. He explains that playing the piano reminds me of why we are doing this, i.e. trying to prevent the long winter through the aims of broken flight. The goal, he said, the goal is selfish, even if it's selfless, which I thought was kind of nice. Well, not nice, but like interesting. Yeah, Braum tried to sort of
Piano deflector.
get. He was. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Braum tried to get him to surrender. He refused. Patches just kind of grabbed him with some makeshift handcuffs. He turned into water. Sophia then ordered him to accompany her back to
The spark.
the Spark.
Peacefully.
On our way.
He
yeah.
pressed a key on his piano, which was a secret activation of what we think is a silent alarm of some sort, because we heard rock scraping from below and a woman screaming and a man laughing.
The woman was Kyoko. The man, Talus.
Mazer.
Oh, Mazer. We like Talus now, Scott. Sorry.
Yikes.
He was she's in absolute anguish and panic, and then he drops her over the side of the small airship that he was on. Choo-choo! Oh my god, so cute!
Zug and zug.
Yeah, he manages to escape through trickery. But Sophia managed to reclaim the airship, little tin bucket in the sky. And then when Braum grabs Kyoko, she's still absolutely, wrecked. She tells him then that she told Broken Flight, she told Mazer where High Queen Lenore is, but she's lying.
Good poke away. Patches, seeing that Kyoko was safe and the other guy had gotten away and she had no way of getting after him because he just disappeared, went down into the dungeons and began searching.
Oh, yeah. Right, you were going to see if there were more people.
And in that last encounter, she did use her imbalanced willpower. There will be consequences.
Yes.
So there you go. That's what happened.
All aboard the airship.
Does anybody have any questions?
No?
What's the episode title?
Queen's Gambit.
Thank you. That's a question.
Oh, is it still Thursday, November the
Oh yeah.
20th? Okay.
I don't
Well,
know,
as far as
Scott.
you know.
Are we
Right,
still
of
in the
course, yeah.
dreaming?
It's a great question, actually. I'm gonna tentatively write it here. Perhaps one day it'll be 2020.
Yeah, probably not.
We'll try not to miss it in the game. JK.
Just gonna raise you up a little bit because you're.
You raised me
Oh god damn it!
So that was unplanned. I want everybody to know I had the impulse to sing it, and this started at the exact same second.
No!
Absolutely not!
Yes!
It's happening!
Wait, is that a full bingo that would cause it? Or
No,
is it just
no.
the
Every
one-
time she
There's 25 squares on a
she-
bingo card.
So there's a
punches
drink
us.
when you stamp a bingo
and if I remember
spot.
correctly, there is no free space.
Oh, okay, even better.
Although some of them may as well be.
May as well
Gimmies,
be.
yeah. Well, that one apparently.
players are assholes.
I'm going to point out that You Raise Me Up is a Secret Garden song and not a Josh Groban song. The
I knew it was a
OG,
cover, but I didn't know. Who.
yeah, it's Secret Garden.
Very good.
Secret Garden, pretty excellent, honestly. They do some
Thanks.
great instrumental
Nobody
stuff.
knows. I like that.
Yep.
I was gonna say hot take over here, but anyway.
I'm just gonna.
What's the oh man? I need to know about this oh man before I start this, everyone.
Scott, would you like anything while I'm over here?
No, thank
Oh, we should have put my hot take. Okay, we'll add that to the list.
John's hot.
You're right.
Also
We don't
allow a-
have me dropping a hot take.
Scott's mild take.
Scott's lukewarm take.
Lukewarm take.
That Secret Garden was pretty
A
good.
few great songs. Yeah.
You know, I feel like the Beatles may have put in a couple of tracks that may or may not slap.
Yeah. Sorry. The Rolling Stones have a lot of longevity. That's a lukewarm too. Because they do. Well, it's not really lukewarm. It's just true. All right. Okay. Here we go. Choo choo.
Choo choo indeed.
The Queen's Gambit in chess is not actually that big of a deal. It's an opening. An opening that allows the queen's pawn to potentially be sacrificed in order to gain better board position. It has nothing to do with sacrificing the queen herself. But in a way, you're already deciding to go into a game at a disadvantage, at least a perceived one, in order to create a better situation for yourself down the road. My question to you three today is actually more about what you're willing to risk and what you might want your opponent to think you have risked in order to develop a better board position. In chess, the main strategy revolves around controlling the center of the board. Being able to control the playing field means that you can get your pieces into a better situation, and you can better protect your own king while threatening the other one. You don't have a king. You actually have two queens that you have to worry about. One, safely ensconced in a freehold with a defense matrix that may or may not fail surrounding it. And another, in a location you do not know, accompanied by people who you barely know, hopefully keeping her safe from a group that has vowed to somehow prevent the long winter by destroying the monarchy itself. And then there's you, having retrieved one of your own, one prisoner, and one air bucket. What you do with that is up to you, but I warn you that from now until the end of game, you have very limited time. What do you do?
Search the dungeon.
Check for traps.
So you're searching the dungeon. You, I assume, are dragging Kyoko back onto dry land.
Yeah, I'm holding on to her for dear life as we kind of try to touch down on,
Well,
or like
her
come
life,
up.
not yours.
Yeah, well, metaphorically, I'm like dragging her up, onto the earth surrounding this sky castle.
And Sophia, you have any specific thing that you're doing?
I'm
before
on the air shit, waiting for everyone else. Well,
Now that we've established that, I'm going to remind everybody, because I didn't before, we are holding on to cards. These cards are for our safety and my safety. Green means I am okay with what's happening and enthusiastically wish to continue, even if outwardly I appear that I don't. Yellow means that while I'm all right with what's happening, we need to slow down or at the very least understand that I am approaching my limit. And red means that I need an immediate cease of what we're discussing right now, or we need to take a break so that we can figure out how we can get better at this. You in the chat do not hold cards. However, you are not without options. You can whisper a mod, or you can whisper me. If you whisper me, the players cannot see it. I'm the only one who can see my own whispers. Or you have the ability to leave the chat. We don't want you to leave, but we encourage you to do so if it means that you will be happier and safer for yourself. We good?
Absolutely.
We good. The dungeons do not show any evidence that additional prisoners have been added since you were there, Patches. It seems that when people say that there haven't been additional mortals brought in, they were telling the truth. There is no evidence, however, that there have been any additional changelings added to this either, with the exception of Kyoko. So no trace of Zister at all. When Kyoko is back on dry land, you can see that she's clothed still in the same clothing that she was wearing when she was kidnapped a couple of days earlier. She does not seem like she is overly hurt. However, you can tell that she has definitely some friction burns and a couple of burns that would indicate prolonged exposure to cold iron. Sophia, you still have your prisoner who is standing quietly next to you.
Yeah, I want to just take a brief moment to sort of like wrap Kyoko in my arms if she'll let me.
She will. However, you notice that as she, clings to you, she's looking over and she seems very intent on knowing that there is somebody else, an enemy with you. And she continues to apologize and to confess, and you continue to recognize that she's lying the entire time. I'll remind you that she's said that High Queen Lenore is actually in Quebec,
Right.
In a freehold known as Sybil's Tenderness.
It's all right, Kyoko. Everything is going to be okay. This is not a betrayal. You did what you had to do to survive.
She starts lessening her babbling, but isn't saying much else as long as...
Yeah.
I'm starting to look around for Patches. I start calling for her.
I would come back as soon as I was done my search.
You also, by the way, turn up nothing of any real use. No weapons, no...
Yeah.
So I kind of, again, to Kyoko, well, we should return to the Spark then to plan our next move. They will, of course, be able to capture the High Queen, and then we will have to see what we can do.
There must be some way we can warn her. no way to communicate from here.
Yeah,
outside
like
the
outside.
Hurry up.
Yep.
Yep.
Down here. Yes, I. Can you bring the airship to us? Actually.
I guess if it can fit inside the. It's just hovering outside where you fell. So.
All right, great. This isn't a really big thing, is it? Can we all get on this airship?
It's a bit crammed with 6 of you, but yeah, you can do it as long as all of you are standing.
Sounds good.
1, 2, 3.
Isn't there 5?
5, yeah.
5.
Kyoko and
And
Bowley.
Sorry. Yeah, 5.
Cat. Cat. It's
sounds like you don't notice
No,
the veiled
there
eyes
is
presence in
there
the
is
corner.
not.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
or am I?
maybe. So once I'm back, I will rejoin them. Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Patches,
also-
would you drive, please?
She will go to the controls and figure it out.
It's a rudder. It's literally just a rudder with like a fan on the outside.
Yes! Airship.
It's not like this thing is not. It's little
Yeah,
more than
I
like
can
a
run
rowboat.
this pile of junk.
Just
Can I?
roll me your wits drive.
Sail. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir.
1 success.
Yeah,
For now.
Yeah, for now.
it'll go. It's not going to go very fast, but it'll go. Honestly, your
gonna go
windrunners are probably faster than the airship.
We're better off flying.
Damn it.
Fuck this piece of junk. It's theirs anyway. Who knows what they've done with it? And I'm just gonna hop off and start floating.
I shake my fist briefly at being so close yet so far from another airship.
Classic.
Grab Bully by the arm and go to follow.
You're just gonna like hold him? Like,
Yeah.
With one arm? Alright, rock on.
Peter Pan stuff.
I like that. And I will invite Kyoko to, like, I don't know,
Piggyback.
or yeah, piggyback, and we'll.
So she basically gets onto your back
Yeah.
and wraps her arms as low as she can so that she's not, directly crushing your trachea.
Yeah.
And all of you can fly. So here's the thing. Windrunner doesn't actually say the speed at which you fly.
Okay.
So you fly essentially at your running speed.
Cool.
It's not like slow.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No.
No.
We're
It's
headed
not
back
slow,
to the
but
Sparks.
it does mean that you don't, you can't fly faster than, like, say, a car unless
Right.
you are coming from high and then using, like, falling to increase your speed to sort of zoom along the ground.
Pretty
kind
cool.
of.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll remind you that Windrunner does not guarantee a safe landing if the magic runs out while you're still airborne.
Yeah, we have a few hours, so that should be enough to get us back.
quite. We need to return to the Spark and plan our next move. I say, looking at Bully. Yeah.
Bully is not saying anything, and how are you carrying? Like,
I'm just dangling him.
okay, so he's not comfortable. What's your strength?
I can't remember if I think I included him in my
2.
cantrip so that he could keep up.
Oh, I think you.
Oh,
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Kyoko's
You're
the only
right.
one who
You
is
did.
not
Yeah.
currently. And
That's okay.
Just holding her. I got this.
Yeah.
Because 2, you wouldn't be able to hold him for an extended
Yeah.
period of time.
Whoops.
Classic.
Clumsy me.
All right, so you're headed back towards the Spark.
Yes, indeed.
A familiar sphinx-looking creature is sitting at the end of the silver path, with his paws just huddled under and a hopeful look.
I would like to solve your riddles. Please give me a riddle.
You technically answered one already, right?
Yes.
You answered one on the way through.
I would like to solve your riddle. Please give me a riddle.
You want to solve one of my
Yes.
riddles? Oh, well, I'll see if I can come up with an excellent one for you. Well, what is a head? A tail? It's brown, but it has no legs.
snake? A brown snake?
A penny?
An earthworm? Oh, very good. That's much better, actually. That's very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've always been so good at solving my riddles. I'm so pleased. Here, I'll open the door for you.
Thank you. Perhaps we will see you again.
I would so enjoy it.
Thank you, Abbess. Let's go.
Patches is just like, brr.
Book this?
You find yourselves back in the basement of the Montreal Planetarium.
Perfect.
Could I check my cell phone to see what time it is?
It appears that you have been in the dreaming for 4 minutes.
Oh. That's cool.
So what date does that make it? Because I haven't been
Thursday
writing
the
it.
20th.
It's still Thursday the
Thank you.
21st.
20. Yeah, first. Yeah.
I just haven't written it in like weeks, so I don't know what.
Straight up.
Well,
It's unintentional, Erwin, because I do not know what you are referring
Yes.
Back in the cart.
we all clamber in.
Just
Oh
fine.
no.
Okay, alright. This what? Okay, alright.
Veil. Patches is driving a little lead-footedly.
Okay. By the way, who's sitting in what seat?
Usually has shotgun, but with Kyoko, I don't
Usually, but I would. Ooh. Yeah, I'd rather be in the back with Kyoko and.
The prisoner?
Yeah.
Great.
Fully.
So you're sitting in the middle?
know. You have shotgun, but you're like
Yes, Braum,
you're
the 8'12"
sitting
troll
way
is in the
forward, so
center.
that
And everyone
Braum-
else is just like against the doors?
Yes. Look, I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, that's 100% what's happening.
Or you could just have the boggin ride in your lap.
Oh,
Do that thing
bumpy
where you
road
buckle the
ahead.
seatbelt around both of you.
Yay! So cute.
Like, so, if there was an accident, you're literally just crushing
Oh
the
my
person.
god.
I never thought of it that way until just now, but like,
No thanks.
don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, well, we were all teenagers once.
I
Speak for
wasn't.
yourself. Yeah.
I skipped all of those awkward years.
Good for you.
So, your driving is quick, but gets you back to the Spark in not a ton of time. It has now been 14 minutes since you left.
Boop.
So the 5 of you troop on through to the elevator. You notice that Kyoko is walking with a very slight limp. And then the doors open, and you get inside the elevator, and then they close. Bing. So the doors close, the elevator starts rising into the air. Your prisoner, as it were, just is holding his hands just right around his midsection and is just waiting, listening, actually.
I'm gonna make a very subtle gesture to Sophia, like should I hit him on the head? Like I'm just gonna one of these. Put my fist down. Oh.
The door opens up and you see the inside of the Spark. Sitting in the exhaust is Patch's father. Patricia, I'm so glad you've returned. And you've brought your friends with you.
He's not our friend.
Oh,
Indicating.
so... I thought the large one was other...
I was pointing at.
Oh, hello.
I'm looking around for Incisor.
I
Yeah.
don't believe
Assuming
he'll be
she's
able to
downstairs.
speak with you, Malcolm.
Incisor is downstairs?
Beep.
So he takes one step into the Spark
Yep.
and then immediately tries to take a step back into the elevator.
I'd like to
Yeah,
push him
Your
from
sovereign
behind.
cantrip is no longer...
Yeah.
I'm gonna clonk
Do
this
it, bro.
guy over the head. I'm gonna try to knock this guy out.
You're just gonna bonk him?
Whap! Yeah.
Oh, he just goes down.
Oh, great. Sack of bricks. Sack of grain. Okay.
Start like dragging him towards the other elevator.
I'm sorry you had to witness
Just
that.
hit him.
Yes,
You hit him.
indeed.
There are better avenues than violence.
Perhaps less efficient ones. Mr.
Patricia, I'm not sure that I want you hanging around these people if that's what they're going to believe.
You can go home if you want.
Beg your pardon?
I have a thing. Mr. Chambers, this man is one of those responsible for the kidnappings and assaults, attempted murder. Of all
Kidnappings,
of us.
assaults, attempted murder, all terrible things, none of which forgive the tone that you're taking with me.
I don't believe you get to dictate what tone she takes with you. With all due respect,
I'm
sir.
her father.
Braum,
Perhaps if
you
you
do
knew
not
more
have to
about
speak for
parenting,
me.
Understood.
you would understand. He does not say that last bit.
Oh my god!
Braum is going to go sadly to the edge of
The fate
garden.
Draw his sword.
Everything hangs in the balance. We can't pause for niceties just to avoid something that might seem uncouth or might dirty our hands.
Then perhaps I should go home. Clearly, you have other things
Your
to worry
life
about.
is at risk because you're stuck being attached to me.
So do you want me to leave or not?
No.
Honestly. Oh, you're here. I assume that means that I don't need to guard this place. He turns and he looks deeply hurt. He walks back to the offices.
I'm sorry, Patches.
It's a throw switch. That elevator chunk. So you're headed down. The sounds are another one bites the dust. Are the squeaks coming from the elevator as it starts to head down towards the basement? Two of you.
Yeah. And Kyoko.
Kyoko.
Yeah.
Immediately her demeanor from like the frightened, crushed waif just washes away. And she stands a little taller, her limp is gone.
Oh, she,
Kaiser Soze.
usual,
Right.
yeah, suspects. Yeah, that's good.
We have to go to Quebec
Yes.
now.
Yes.
We're going to make sure Bully is secure, and
Yes.
we're going right away.
Might be good to bring some backup if we can find it. More the merrier.
Aye.
Because they're probably all going to be descending on where the queen is.
Do we need a queen to be there?
We don't know where High Queen Lenore is.
And I wouldn't want to throw her into it.
We don't have to bring the real Lenore.
Hmm? Oh. I see. Yes. I think that would make sense.
It's better to trap them, at least a while, make them think that you told the truth.
We're going to need a fairy ring.
Once Sophia's back, I'm sure she can arrange for it.
I'm going to...
You may want to let Sybil know.
Hmm? So I'm going to make a few phone calls. Sybil is the first. Well, yeah, I'm not going to text her. I don't know her that well.
Dear Sybil's tenderness, this is Braum.
I'll be calling Sybil, and I'll be trying to reach Fala, who I didn't see after she said that she'd... Wait, yeah, okay. And who else? I'm going to see if anybody else strikes my fancy.
Okay.
Ow, right in the fancy.
You get to the bottom of the elevator, and sitting just outside the dungeon door, in, oddly enough, a rocking chair, is incisor. You see that next to the running slats, there are her bloody gauntlets, which are just, sitting on top of this like spongy mass of barbed wire and ew. And she's got a little bit of ice that she's applying to her knuckles, although that seems to be more for show than anything else. If she was wearing those gauntlets, she would have no problems. Who the fuck is this?
Prisoner from one of Broken Flight's fortresses. And I kind of like
Just like
push him
dump
into
him
the
on
room.
the
Yeah.
ground.
We got Kyoko back. We have to leave. Any information he has, I want it. And I don't much care how it's procured.
What kind of information are you looking for?
Anything that we can leverage against Broken Flight. Because we're going to face them.
Okay. I'll put him in a cell. See what I can do.
Thank you. Call me if you need anything.
I have a feeling you're going to be busy.
Still.
Anything, right? Okay. I'm going to see what we can do. I'm going to need Saley, and I'm going to need... You know what? The dungeon's not the right place for this. We got other prisoners in there.
And she's oath-bound to him, potentially.
Shit, you real?
It's possible. There's a web of oaths binding Broken Flight together. We can't afford any mistakes.
Well, then I'm going to have to take him somebody else. Okay, I'll do that, but, fuck. All right. She's been quiet, by the way. She hasn't really done much. Go. Wait. And she reaches and she grabs you by the scruff of your... You're wearing your armor, right?
Yeah.
So she grabs you by the armor and she pulls you right back and just wraps you in this huge, like, really tight, metallic clunk of a hug. Just for a couple of moments.
I know I've asked a lot of you over the past few days. Thank you.
You asking your red cap? Or are you asking your friend?
My friend.
Okay. Okay. Go on. Get the fuck out of here.
Junk.
As you see the elevator starts to go up, you see that she walks back over and she starts sliding the gloves back on. And then all you hear is just this thump as she grabs his chest and lifts him as you move out of sight. Braum?
Yes, I am reaching out to a few different people, some of whom I frankly don't remember if they're even still in the city. But specifically, yes, as per Kyoko's request, I'm calling, well, Sybil, if I can, or at least Sybil's tenderness, to give her the heads up that we are on our way.
What, are you kidding me?
No,
Why are people being sent to... I make bread.
I understand, and it is delicious, but it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, Sybil. This was the desperate act of someone who was in danger, but we are planning to use it to capture and deal with.
Look, I've always been tight with the Red Branch. You know this.
We're no longer the Red Branch.
I know that too.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Get here before they do. I'm counting on you.
Be there as soon as we can.
She hangs up.
Yep. So I'm going to shoot off a couple of texts. I imagine my thumbs are a little faster than my tongue.
What?
Than my
You got that
voice. If I-
T9
Whoa,
texting going
yes,
for you?
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm very good. Fala, are you okay? Where are you?
Your squire does not respond.
Okay. Roof. Allneck.
Well, your squire. She's not your squire anymore.
Right. My friend. My lover.
Both?
My murderer. Also.
Wow. That's a lot of things
No,
she
she
is.
killed me. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to text Allneck. Be aware, :
Poor Albeck.
yeah, well, just be aware. Broken flight is descending upon Sybil's tenderness. Shortly, we aim to handle them.
Okay.
And Porrig, I feel like he took off.
Oh, Porrig.
But
He
I
had a
actually,
mission.
well, last we heard of him, it was on that date. But I, of course, don't know anything about that.
Pork is a member of the Unbroken Circle, which
Right.
deals with Dantean and do not really have any other political affiliation. You can still choose to contact him, but like he has no reason to answer you.
That's fair. I actually don't even think we particularly have a relationship, he and I. So.
Well, it depends on what you define as relationship. One of you has
Loved him. Eaten pasta
mind.
with him, if you know what I'm saying.
Disappointing spaghetti.
and a quick text as well to Countess Ware, which we've already checked in, but just to check in again.
Hey.
There's still danger here in Cross's Shadow. Please keep my boys safe.
okay.
Boys, B-O-Y-S.
She
B-O-I-S.
responds with a
B-O-I-S.
picture of
B-O-Y-Z.
all of them whitewater rafting together. I'm about to go over a waterfall.
Yeah. No.
Patch is taking the "you got to get it on" with a Cluricon
Oh,
to
very good.
a certain amount of heart. Braum, you receive a text.
Okay.
It's a photo of Gus and Aiden looking out over a railing into dark water in what appears to be an underground tunnel that's nevertheless well lit. There are other random people walking around in groups in this area. And then the text that accompanies it are, "Boys are safe. I may keep them, but it would be lovely if we could explore locations that were not built to be defensive strongholds for a while. Their education is leaning a bit too far into topics of war and conflict. Thoughts?"
I believe a well-rounded education is a good thing. I have many things to attend to. Sorry for curtness. Goodbye.
Wow. Wow, Braum.
Well, you just Braumed that phone.
I don't want to be rude. I just I could just not respond. I
I have many things. Just
Thumbs
respond to the
up.
thumbs up.
Yes.
That would have been so much better. I did a shitty
5 charisma, 1 charisma. Thumbs up. Same answer.
No matter what.
Oh.
It matters to
Patches.
attempt.
I do. Emergency.
I'm wondering where Cog might be. I'm gonna try to locate Cog.
Cog is with Queen Laurel and Zeron, who are currently inside Talus's office, alongside Talus. Cog is buffing out the armor that Laurel was wearing. Laurel is looking over a stack of parchments, and Talus is just rifling through a drawer. Zeron, meanwhile, has his hand very casually on his sword at his side, and is sitting close to the door as if he's ready at any moment to defend this small room.
We don't choose our own battlefields, you know?
We've rescued Kyoko. She made them believe that they know where Lenore is, that is at Sybil's Tenderness in Quebec City. We're headed there to try to surprise them. I think.
Laurel looks
think
up
that's the
and
best
she just
plan.
has this intense flame in her eye.
Huh?
Find the other members of your motley and bring them to me now.
At this moment, the elevator opens.
Ding!
And Sophia walks out.
Queen Laurel would like to see us.
All right.
Do you gonna try to find Braum, or
I-
he walked
I'm-
off with his phone?
I'm here. I'm not
Yeah.
walking around too far.
I
Don't
don't know.
worry.
Walking and texting is dangerous and could produce accidents.
Bunk.
The more you know.
Yep.
So, you drag them back to this. There is not enough room for all of you, and so she steps outside into the hallway. And she draws herself up to her full height and looks down. You're leaving.
This is the best chance we're going to get, Your Majesty.
Neale.
Braum. I don't want it.
I hereby charge you. As vassals to the Kingdom of Northern Ice, defenders of the Spark, I charge you to go to Quebec City and drive whatever daggers you can into the heart of the leadership of Broken Flight. I charge you to cripple whatever plan they plan on executing, and to destroy the organization from without or within to the best of your ability. Do this, find yourself rewarded when you return here, but you will not return until you have done what I have asked. The Gaius drops on you, but at the same time as the Gaius drops on you, all of you feel a certain amount of strength in that. There's a burst of glamour as you can feel the warmth of the Spark's own balefire pour into you. Regain 4 glamour and 4 willpower each.
Yay! Laurel. Laurel.
Oh.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
You said that you brought Kyoko back. How is she?
Injured, but not terribly. She's all right.
Do you need me to remain with you or to stay here?
How are you feeling? Don't lie to me.
I am not mobile.
Then stay behind. I need you here.
You'll need a place to return to. And you can tell that he's saying this and he's trying very hard to convince himself that this is the best course of action.
You have a queen to defend.
You've seen her?
More the merrier.
Cog walks out and he walks up to Patches. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a single circuit board. And it's got like this sort of singed appearance to it on the top, and he gives it to you. And as you look down, you see that it has the following text on it: SK-4G MK1.
Oh, wow.
You're giving this to me.
You might need it.
Thank you. I'm like gonna hold his shoulder.
Go get them. Get them all.
Take care of the spark. We need a knocker in charge. Walk away.
Is there Zeron?
Walking away like,
Oh shit!
Walk away.
Sure.
Chins.
A word.
Zeron steps outside and actually steps into probably would be Kyoko's office. All the computers are off, so it's quite cooler in here.
Oh, nice.
I used Solverin to make a prisoner come back to the Spark with me. I broke my promise to you. I apologize. It needed to be done.
Therefore, you used dictum.
I did.
And you brought back a valuable asset here to the Spark.
I did.
Using such a thing.
That's right.
Then we'll discuss this later.
Turns around and leaves. Oh shit.
Well, I didn't really get up from the ground when these guys did, but yeah, anyway, yeah, just very briefly, I'm going to, again, nod at Queen Laurel and say thank you. This we will do.
There's one thing I have to ask you.
Yes.
High Queen Lenore is responsible for making sure that Concordia stays united. More so than my own life, let alone yours, she must remain protected.
It is my duty, amongst others. But today is the greatest thing we can achieve.
I tell you this, Braum, because I know that the long winter is nowhere near here. With every passing day since we have crawled out under the shadow of an unfortunate king, I believe we are on the right track. And as long as we have heroes that we can look to, perhaps we are safe. Don't disappoint me. We're bringing these fuckers down.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will be the hero that Concordia needs.
See that you do.
I think I just mouth the word fuckers to myself as I walk away, but like...
But you say it full volume.
Yeah, well, it's Braum, so
Fuckers.
I'd be like, that's weird. Did she just say fuckers towards me? That's
I didn't know
very
that queens
inappropriate.
were able to swear. That seems like an odd choice.
Weird flex, but okay. As he loves me, it's not really a flex.
Kyoko is waiting for you, and you see that she has discarded the clothing that she was wearing, and she's now wearing the same kind of neoprene, lycra outfit that she was wearing before, that she normally uses when she has to be stealthy. And as she's pulling on the last bit, you can see that her left shoulder, there's like bite marks in it, but it just gets pulled up as she
Kyoko.
zips it back up.
What happened?
Can we do this later?
You're injured.
So are you.
No.
So are we all. When we arrive, you're going to have to place a fairy ring on the ground and let me stay inside it. They won't believe that I wouldn't be inside one.
All right. But let me heal you if you need healing.
They kept me in a freehold. I'll be all right.
Can I maybe roll for that?
Perception medicine.
Yeah. That's 4 successes.
They're markings. She's in pain, but she is not hurt.
Okay.
So
Oh, sorry.
kind of like the equivalent of like, oh man, I'm sore, but like you can still move around and do whatever you needed to do, but it just kind of sucks.
Okay.
I'll tell you when this is over.
I reach for a hair on her head.
Yeah.
May I? Sorry.
Just kidding.
Start winding it around my hand as an extended bunk. It's going to keep going till I cast the ring.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, just returning the four of us here.
Don't really need to bump too much because it's just a success fail. So, us four? Just us four?
Your ignite. Did you honestly need anyone else?
We don't know the odds, so I guess this is the best we can do.
Gonna walk around them clockwise, counterclockwise.
Ah,
Clockwise, counterclockwise.
Is
Widdershins.
that a thing?
Clockwise?
Widdershins is
Widdershins.
counterclockwise.
Oh,
Clockwise? Widdershins.
Weird. That makes sense.
4 clocks.
What was I going to say? Right. So, the Lady Kyoko here will be our High Queen for a time. We must find a way to keep any soldiers they may have out, any ground troops, as it were.
I can create a guest list.
Yep. I can perhaps not be present.
If we create a guest list on the outside of the pub, that means that they may be trapped on the outside trying to get in. You need a nest.
Let them in. Trap them in.
Exactly. We must allow them to enter, to believe that they have won. And then we close the trap. And we do what must be done in order to fulfill our duty. Are we all agreed?
Yes.
Good.
Cog's mother?
She is safe. I have it on good authority. But we cannot retrieve her. Not yet. And Mr. Flex is MIA.
He may be safest that way.
Yeah. I don't like it much either, but that's...
Incidentally, the three of you are still able to fly, for what it's worth.
So we're having this whole
Levitating after
conversation kind of levitating.
Yep.
I
Floating.
prefer my feet on the ground, thank you.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna cast Quicker Flash.
3.
One, 2, 3, 4 successes. That's an extra dot of nightmare. Point of nightmare. So in 3 rounds we'll be, or 2 rounds, 2 rounds, 2 rounds. We'll be able to teleport
Cool.
wherever we choose.
I really wouldn't mind going back to a pizza. What?
Symbols, tender, it's delicious. Hot buns,
Buns, got it.
delicious. Kyoko's buns. No, no.
Damn it, now I'm thinking of the teleport on top of her head.
Oh no.
Where are you choosing to go?
Symbols, tenderness.
Symbols, tenderness.
Those were words.
Disney World!
Whee!
Sophia?
Sybil's tenderness.
I suppose this would be an
Straight to
excellent
hell.
time to like, yeah, just like be like, we're good. Peace. Yeah, only like one of us reappears. the other
Back
two
to
will
my
die.
kingdom. I've been working with Broken Flight this whole time. I'm the new High Queen.
Now, that would be impressive if you would if you played the Long Con for 112 sessions. Then you were like, I was secretly planning this the
The
whole
whole time.
Man,
Who do you think extracted Helea's oath?
Can you imagine every new storyline? Liz is like, I sure hope this is the Broken Flight one. Aw.
How dare, how dare.
You find yourself inside a rather old-fashioned pub, the kind with overstuffed armchairs and small oak tables, the ever-present smell of bread and stew and fresh beer on tap. And standing in the center is a clericon who looks half nervous and half pissed. And Sybil looks at the three of you. Oh, and there's that gentleman who's sitting there with the newspaper.
Oh, he's still? Oh, that's awesome.
He's still there.
Oh, amazing.
Part of the furniture.
You've made my pub the Dragon's Den.
Look at Kyoko.
Yeah. Like I told you, it was unavoidable. I am sorry.
Kyoko says it's quite all right. If things get damaged, we know where to send the bill. And then she thrusts her hands up into the air and she calls out, "Ascend me."
Hang on. Well, not hang on. Please continue to roll. But like, she. I didn't know this would be an unleashing. This seems dangerous.
Can you mute me?
Seems
I
wildly
think I need
dangerous,
to-
actually.
Yeah, if you could mute me.
Ah.
I will be back in a minute.
Okie dokie.
1,
Come on, birdie.
3.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Okay. I was like, dude. Oh. Do not keep counting up, John. No.
Oh no, she looks too much like Lenore. She has become Lenore.
That's Corey Hickson. Twitter's Corey Hickson.
That's right. Hello. Liz, does that mean that I'm married to the High Queen now?
Yes.
Does that make me the Queen's consort?
Prince.
You're the queen's fuckboy.
Whoa. Wait.
I mean, there are worse things to be.
Oh, fuck boy.
Yes. Do you have any tight-fitting pants? Mine seem a little too stretchy.
Damn.
Hey, ooh, hey, ooh. Imperial consort. Yeah, Alfarius is right. I Imperial consort, yes.
Standing before you is High Queen Lenore. She's dressed in a very kind of simple outfit. She's wearing like the equivalent of like a really nice, well-tailored athleisure wear.
Ooh.
The sort of thing that you would expect a very wealthy teenager to be running around in, as opposed to like a queen. But then again, she probably wouldn't be wearing royal regalia if she was trying to hide.
You too.
However, there is one small issue. While she is quite attractive, as Queen Lenore is, she's not she. And so therefore, she doesn't move with quite the same amount of grace, quite the same amount of passion behind her eyes. She simply can't. It's impossible for her. So while the disguise is quite good. If she ever became impassioned or inflamed, people may start recognizing, if they're not too careful, that she's not who she says she is.
I think I just out of force of habit kind of start to drop down onto one knee and then like catch myself and stand back up, just seeing her there.
Right. Fairy ring time?
If it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Still doing this. I cast Fairy Ring.
So you need to create a ring around her.
Yes. It will be a ring of coasters.
Okay.
Yeah. What was my bunk?
3.
Also, as
This is a 3-hold.
as Liz is rolling,
Albeit a tiny one, but it is.
is the door? I don't really remember. We're slightly below ground, if I recall.
Yes, it descends. Like there's still windows at the very top, but
Can I kind of move to the door? Can I look out through the door, or is it?
well, that's really hard to like look out of a door. I understand that it's tough, Braum, but you can try.
I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that, I guess.
There's still like it's frosted glass on the windows.
Okay.
So like you can do that thing where you take like a piece of tape and you stretch it over the frosted glass so that it fills in the gaps so that you can actually see through it.
Right. No, I'm good. I'll just see if there's any shapes moving around out there, but then I'll come back.
Lemon Eater, yes, it's Kyoko who's disguised as the door.
Streetwise here.
Thank you.
My God, what is this door?
That's 7 successes for my fairy ring.
Oh, it's a pretty significant fairy ring.
It's pretty good. So it's at a legendary fairy ring, which means that if anyone fucks with it.
Like things are really bad for
So,
them.
well, each number of success determines adds +1 diff to attempts to detect or harm those within, determines the strength of the curse that afflicts anyone who violates the circle of protection. And it's a 7, which means level 5, legendary, unable to use magic or supernatural power. Should be the curse if they attempt to violate the
Nice.
ring.
Wow. Although of course we can allow people to look into the ring,
Will you look into the mirror?
because otherwise it would be this whole thing would be kind of foolish.
Who is the best of them all?
Are you
some
blaming me
reason,
for
yes.
how good that fairy ring was?
No, it's not that. God damn.
I guess it's Oakenshield time now.
I would like to suggest perhaps I will guard the queen. And
I'll watch the door.
Exactly. If we are able to get the drop on them, perhaps if they only see one bodyguard, they won't be quite as concerned about their odds.
I'd like to get up on the bar and start to dance a jig
Oh, an Irish jig. Very good.
for my bunk for Oakenshield. La la la.
Patches?
I'd like to get myself against the same wall that the windows and door are on, such that when someone first walks into the room, they'd have to like really look around to see me. Possibly reposition a nice stuffed chair to make that harder.
Nice.
Okay.
The old hide behind the chair. Yeah.
It should come like there.
I'm standing next to the fairy ring. I've got my sword resting by my side, and I'm watching the door. I'm trying to play up a little bit the tension of being here all alone. I'm trying to play up the tension a little bit of like, I'm the only one left guarding the High Queen. This is very important. You know what I mean?
That is a that's 6 Oakenshield.
Nice.
Yo, really?
Yeah,
That's a lot. Damn.
it affects us and Kyoko.
Well, that's a lot of health.
It is.
Fucking busted. All right.
No, it's no. You know, all that 1 week I was rolling really terribly.
Oh, so this is making up for it?
Yeah.
Now? I see.
And I didn't do any of my dice superstitions, so maybe I need new superstitions. 'cause-
Seriously.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
And so then you, what? Wait?
We're getting ready to wait. Your Majesty, they are expecting you here. They will attempt to capture you, to get you to sign some sort of form, some sort of decree dissolving the Parliament of Dreams. After that, we can't be sure that they will try to keep you safe. Your Majesty, if you can, please keep them talking. You and I will do our best to distract them. And then the leaders of Broken Flight will be destroyed in one way or another.
It is imperative that we separate the leaders from the rest. Cut off the head of the snake.
I only hope we are able to speak sense to those who remain.
Patches, could I have you roll your perception awareness, please?
Sure. Alertness?
Yes, alertness, not awareness.
That's okay.
You're not a
Just
mage.
really want to go back to Excellence.
Mage has awareness.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
It's their kenning.
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5 successes. If it was
you're
diff
hearing this rhythmic clank, 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 and the sound of like concrete breaking.
coming to.
It's from outside, and it's not
outside.
coming closer. But what's funny is that you hear the first bit, and then you hear it again, but from slightly off, and again, slightly off.
Could I roll a perception or intelligence or witchcraft to try to perceive what type of device would cause it? Or
You don't need it. It's
Okay.
it sounds like something being driven into sidewalk or perhaps asphalt
Ah,
with a big old hammer.
I think they're trying to dig in.
Are there windows? Can we peer out?
Frosted.
The windows
Oh.
are frosted,
Oh,
but
sorry.
you can actually. I'm not kidding. If you take a piece of tape and put it across a frosted bit of window, you can see out of it.
Oh. All right. Let's get some tape.
Oh, Patches has some.
When you look outside, you see a troll and a satyr, not any troll or satyr that you
Okay.
recognize. The satyr is holding on to what looks like a railroad spike, and the troll is driving it into the ground using a big hammer.
Seems like a prolonged cantrip, maybe.
Or
Does the spike look like it could be made of iron?
Yes.
And does it seem like there are like what's the path that they're following?
It looks like they're creating a circle around the pub.
Oh no.
Roll me your intelligence gray mare.
Chimera? No.
No.
only I roll 2.
Yes.
Sure.
5.
Absolutely none on this end of the table. 0 over here.
If they create a ring of iron around the freehold, it could mean that it's to prevent you from being able to maintain cantrips past this barrier. So, kind of like how a fairy ring prevents you from being able to go in, this would be able to prevent you from going out. Like you wouldn't be able to flicker flash away because you're surrounded in a ring of iron. It also means that potentially if the circle is complete, and it looks like it's getting there, any cantrips that are currently on you will fail when you cross the ring.
Okay, would that work on their way in as well?
Presumably.
Do we want to let this stay up? Or do we want to
Thing is, if
stop
the
them?
iron already exists, if they have it in the circle, whether or not it's been driven in or not, it already happens. The fact that they're driving it in means that then they just don't have to pay any attention to it. Like, they don't have to stand there and hold it. Because it has to be at least a reasonable dotted line for it to work.
Yeah.
So bear in mind, crossing that barrier, your oaken shield
Would drop.
Will drop.
Do we
And
want
so with
to let
anything
them
that's
complete
happening
it?
with Kyoko.
Right.
Do we want to let them complete it?
Yes, I think give them a feeling of safety.
Yes, if they know that we're here. If they know, we know they're,
Would I be able to use, like, can a cantrip touch iron without fizzling?
Can you
Cold iron is
shoot
the
out
antithesis of glamour.
Cool.
Glamour can't affect
So I
it.
couldn't. Okay.
Just go
Yeah.
bing!
I was gonna, like, yeah. Okay.
Use a big old gun.
Can I use a proxy in between
I don't know what you mean.
gimmicks, like a normal hammer to pry it out, so that the hammer is only touching the iron? No? Okay.
Cantrips can't affect cold iron even by...
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, well, here's a proxy. Like, if Sophia dictamed somebody and said,
Go pull that out.
go pull that out, and it was a human, the human
Okay.
would do it. A
Okay.
changeling probably you couldn't, because then the changeling could be like, touching cold iron is
Sucks, yeah.
antithetical to my well-being,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, good
But
point.
a-
Are there any humans in this bar?
But a human could absolutely be like, yeah, whatever, it's iron here. But if you like gimmicks a piece of like a hammer to go over it, as soon as the hammer touched the thing, it would be like, oh, and the cantrip goes.
Okay,
and
cool.
just fall down.
I checked my phone. See if there's any.
Actually, I should. Now that you say that, I should point out that you are in Sybil's Tenderness.
Quebec.
And
I was just gonna order them to go to safety.
And on your way, just pull out one of those spicy cool things by.
I mean, I wouldn't want you to trip.
Very good, Sophia.
What?
Oh right, I can't use accents, can I? It's gonna fail. isn't it?
Accent.
Oh no,
Tu
accents work.
belles?
Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Quebec.
Oh, 120.
However, a very old-timey jangling landline starts to ring. And Sybil looks at it like it's like the old school telephone, like blah, 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 blah. And it's not like an electronic simulation, it's an actual bell.
Right.
She looks up at the three of you.
I nod to her.
As she walks over, meanwhile, the guy who's holding the newspaper, you can see it just close and open again as he turns the page.
I have questions.
Hello? Hold on. It's for you?
I guess I start to make my way over to the phone. Does anyone want to stop me?
Well.
Oh no, of course you don't. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
no,
you
no, I
should
got
be
it.
the
Yes.
only one that they think is here.
Of course.
Negotiator, bro.
Oh no.
Fine. No, blow them up. I care.
Oh my god.
That's the best thing to do.
Honor.
My honor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it?
I pick up the phone. I'm sorry. Yes.
On the other end, you hear a rather stringent female voice. And who am I speaking with?
This is Sir Braum Madston ap Gwydion.
Sir Braum. You can call me One.
Like womp womp.
No, One.
Oh, one.
As in the number.
Oh, sorry.
I understood.
We're going to get along famously, I'm sure of it.
Perhaps it may depend on your point of view.
Now, here is the point of view. We have where you are surrounded. and we can erase it. I don't want to do that. You don't want that to happen, right?
No.
We want to speak with the person inside the bar. We want assurances that they'll be treated kindly. We want assurances that there will be no violence. And we want assurances that when our conversation is complete, we be allowed to leave without any interference on your part. I feel like these are reasonable demands. What do you think?
You have me at a bit of a disadvantage.
The world is at a disadvantage right now, Sir Braum. We're trying to even the playing field and give the world a fighting chance.
I disagree with your opinion and with your methods, but I understand.
And your tone.
And your tone. Don't you dare take that tone. But I understand. One, I would like to invite in those who you wish to speak with the one I have here. I will not raise a weapon to them unless violence is shown towards me, and I will not hold them back from leaving this place.
This is what's going to happen. We're going to swear a mutual oath, you and I.
This is bad. Yep.
We're both going to swear that we will not allow either the representatives or their companions to bring about violence or to restrain either party until they've left the bar.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like this at all.
I find that swearing for peace is often the best move.
Someone's just our expendable oathbreaker, or what?
I guess, eh?
Okay, bring about violence or restrain either party until they have left the bar.
Then you simply want to speak with the one here.
To start.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where this is going to go, but at the very least we can make an effort to have the conversation that we've been wanting for so long.
All right.
Do you so swear, Sir Braum?
I'm gonna need the wording again from Lady Sophia here, but yes.
Do you want the wording from Liz right now?
Yes. Did you not write it down?
It says, we will not allow either the representatives or their companions to bring about violence or restrain either party until they have left the bar.
Until they, as in the representatives
Yeah.
of their side, not both representatives.
Right.
Bring about violence or restrain?
Yeah, that's exactly, that was the wording. Bring about violence.
In the
or
Dreaming's
restrain.
eyes, violence would also be considered like dictum would be considered a violent act at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try to find loopholes, that's actually a specific role.
I would love to try there. Yeah. Specifically, of course, John, what the loophole that I'm looking for. I mean, our plan is to perhaps see if we can spring a trap on them to restrain them or do violence to them, depending.
So that's going to be a wit's law.
Oh shit!
She
Coming in
charged
hot.
us
Oh my
to
God, I have a dot in law.
drive daggers into Broken Flight and to cripple their leadership.
Diff, sorry.
7.
7. 2 successes.
It's a pretty airtight oath. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to I'm trying to. Ideally, I would love for it not to extend to these two, which is why I wanted to.
They're considered.
That's it. I
companions
wanted
of
it to.
And you've also. I've also specifically said the person inside the bar. She never said Queen Lenore.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody who's in the bar right now who understands that you're in the bar and that's what you're there for are your companions. No, there
all
is
of
no
us.
loophole that would exclude these two unless they left
Yeah.
and we're not in the bar and we're not your companion. But of course, also they're your motley mate.
Yeah.
So
No. There's. Yeah. That's fair.
in fact, they may still be your companion even if they did leave the bar.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, Patches, you go on a stealth assassin mission, find the person on the other end of this phone call, and kill them.
Yeah, I was going to veil mine myself, but I realized the second I get across those spikes, I will be unveiled.
That is correct. Definitely.
I mean, they're still good old stealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong, John, that would be a way.
Yeah,
Find
because
the person
that's
who
not
made
the
the
people
oath.
who are entering the bar. If she's, well, it depends. If she's one of the people who's going in, then no, you can't.
Right.
But if she wants to leave the bar, cross the line, and then just go on a murder spree, that's not against the oath.
Okay.
Or technically, Braum's the only one who's swearing it.
So we could
So
incapacitate Braum.
If you incapacitate Braum and he lets you do it, then he is violating his oath.
Okay.
Essentially, if Patches goes out and goes on a murder spree, and it wouldn't violate Braum's oath. Patches lays a finger on anybody who's a representative who's going in to talk, and Braum allows this to happen, Braum is an oathbreaker.
I have thoughts, but I feel like I can't really convey them while he's on the phone
That's
sitting
fair.
there. But
I'm loving some of the stuff that's happening
Yeah.
in the chat too.
Yeah.
Just FYI. But yes, I will. I will now that I've thought long and hard about it, I will now go back to
modem dialing
the
sounds.
phone call. Yeah.
And the bar, by the way, would include the whole establishment,
yeah.
including the bathrooms.
Yeah, no, I know. Although I do love the logic of that. It's very funny. We're not in the bar.
Whack!
You know.
Yeah.
Bar means alcohol. Let's just drink it all.
Oh, I was
Yes,
going to just
one.
pour it along the
Oh
bar.
yeah, that works too.
Yes, one. This
Yep.
I do swear.
As do I.
Yeah, well.
And you can feel the compact of glamour. To a troll, it almost feels like a fleeting orgasm.
What? Should we?
Oh!
Right? Should that be in Changeling 20 somewhere, or in Kithbook Troll? Or?
Oh, Kithbook Troll. Not a great Kithbook.
Yeah.
Do I have it here?
Yeah, I was like looking at your
You-
stack of
you-
Kith books.
Oh no, I think
You
I have a
have
PDF
lots.
copy somewhere.
No, I don't.
Unfriend her on
So-
Facebook. Yep.
You relay this mess. Is the phone call over?
Yeah, this is a good question.
No.
Okay.
I'm sending in 3.
All right. I hope that we can all come to an understanding.
I appreciate that about you, Braum. I think we might be able to make some headway here. The door opens up. And
Balls.
you see the following people enter.
So we are currently restrained by an oath that we don't know anything about.
I mean,
So you would have to call out to them now to tell them to not do anything.
yes. Because yeah, like if I'm
Because
holding
they didn't
phone
hear the oath.
and there's a door opening, right? I'd be like, wait, yeah. So I will. Thank you. Yes, I should do this
Yeah.
anyway. Compatriots, friends, these are representatives of Broken Flight. We are not to harm them. We are not to restrain them. I think that just about covers it.
I've given my word.
I
might wanna say that.
I have given my word on this matter.
The 3 people who enter.
Oh, don't. I can't help you now, unfortunately. So yeah, I needed to actually understand what was going on. So we be big.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
The people who enter, you see the same satyr who you saw on the outside.
Sophia, where are you?
I'm behind the bar.
Okay.
She's dressed in just a very simple sort of chain suit on the outside, like so she's wearing armor, and she has a club by her side. It looks like just a cudgel. She's accompanied by the same troll who you saw earlier. He has his hammer, but it's tucked behind him in a sort of like a loop that's hanging at the nape of his neck. He doesn't wear any armor. He looks young, like 16. And finally, you see Mazer. He is completely unarmed. No weapons, no armor. And he has his hands behind his back as he comes in. All three of them look like they're just scanning the room as they they're being cautious, but Mazer says, "It's so good of you to be so kind as to let us in."
Of course, I am duty-bound by the oath that I swore to make sure that no harm would come to you, to your companions, until you have left this place. Although I hope none will come to you then either. Which I hope communicates slightly more information, but maybe not enough. False.
Now, I should point out that they can't see Laurel.
Lenore.
Lenore, right.
Sure, Laurel's not
They
here.
can't see Lenore because they can't actually see through the fairy ring. But they can tell that there's one inside. First things first, you have a prisoner. We acknowledge this. Are you visible? You're behind the bar, but are you like crouched behind the bar? Or are
Yeah,
you...
I'm crouched behind the bar.
Okay.
I assume they know
What
that
about
I'm
you?
there, but just chilling.
I'm visible. I wasn't. Yeah.
This is our last chance, I think, friends. We have many massed outside, and I have no wish to see them rush this place and destroy what seems to be one of the culinary centers of this beautiful city.
Who gets hurt if, your side breaks the oath that Braum just swore? Who suffers? Are they expendable?
No. I wouldn't want anybody to break an oath. No one deserves that fate.
I'm sorry, a phone call was made and you walked in the door. I'm unfortunately a little behind on the intel.
No. We're here to speak with the High Queen. We're 7, by the way.
I would have thought
Assuring the Queen's safety.
We're going to need a chance to speak with her, obviously. It would only be wise to let her step out so that we could see her. And then we can have our discussion, and then we'll leave, and we can continue to threaten each other with violence again if we have to. Although I hope that that won't be the case.
Can I allow them to see into the fairy ring without Lenore having to step out of it?
Yes, but then they would have no penalty crossing it either.
Oh, okay.
But I think, yeah, but she could step out and then go back in, right? Like she's allowed to be in there, but nobody else is, right? So she could.
Yeah, she can cross the
She
line
could
and
go
then
back in and
Truth.
be like, I'm safe again.
Awesome.
If she needs to. So I turn towards the fairy ring. Your Majesty, it is time.
Laurel steps out, and Kyoko has assumed a posture that, if you look very carefully, looks like she's imitating somebody, but she isn't necessarily imitating Lenore.
Damn it. Fuck. Sorry.
Stupid queens with L's. Dang it.
Perhaps
Too
I should
many
speak
L's.
my
Name these
favorite
people.
letter. J-A-L.
Your Majesty, I'm Mazer. I've been appointed as a representative to encourage you to end this conflict here and now. All you need to do is two things. Dissolve Parliament and then renounce your crown. Unacceptable. I will not leave Concordia with no leader, and I do not bow to the whims of terrorists. It is merely the prevention of that which all Fae fear. We know that the long winter is directly in front of us, staring into the abyss for so long that perhaps we have become empty ourselves. Is a crown worth it? Is power worth the lives of every single one of your vassals?
Is handling cold iron worth it?
You need to quiet your dog, because otherwise we're not going to get anywhere here.
I think she raises a pretty good point myself.
Yes, I'll use whatever it takes to make sure that everybody survives here. History is full of war where people have committed atrocities in the name of peace. I don't enjoy the position I've been put in, and I'm sure that I'm going to have to pay for it. I may never see the gates of Arcadia again. But at the very least, I'll have given the chance for every other Fae to do so sometime in the future when we've found our way back home. I'll put the blood on my hands then, if that's what it means, if that's what it takes.
I know it is difficult to admit when you've made a mistake, but you have made several, Mazer. We've been trying to bring them to your attention. I'm sorry to do this in front of your friends, in front of your companions. Hear me. You are asking something of Her Majesty, which she will not do. And you are mistaken that this course of action will bring peace. It will bring only chaos. And I believe you know this to be true.
Chaos. Chaos is almost the definition of what brings us to be.
You're speaking to a troll. What other priorities do you expect of him?
And there's this flicker of irritation that crosses his face as he looks at Patches and almost wills her to drop dead just because.
Oh my god, yes, Patches, push him to break the oath. Do it, Patches. It's all on you. Just keep pushing his buttons, Patches.
Anyway.
Your Majesty, when it's clear that the threat is over, when we understand that the long winter has been put at bay, then by all means, see what you can do to pick your crown up again. But let's see this through. Let's give this a shot. Isn't it worth it? Isn't even a moment of lawlessness what we need in order to bring about the end of our doom?
Weird how we don't all seem to believe that that's what would happen. Would you take a chance on seeing it a different way?
I believe I wish to hear from the Queen now instead of those who merely protect her.
I mean, she's given you her answer, Mazer. But perhaps Her Majesty has another. I kind of incline my head towards her.
I would thank those who are putting their lives on the line for my own safety to keep their own counsel at this time. And then she turns and she looks at Mazer and says, "Fuck off. You get nothing from me here. Destroy this place if you have to. But I'm not listening to somebody who clearly has been sent in as someone disposable. Somebody who's been gifted with a tongue that perhaps might impress simpletons that he comes across. But not me. I need to speak to the people who actually make a difference. And not a petulant child who after one lesson believes he knows more than his masters." And she turns and she just walks back into the fairy ring.
Well, Her Majesty has spoken.
Are you still just looking at...
I'm like leaning against my corner.
Hey, what's up?
Sophia's got her own game of bingo behind the bar, and she's like, every time Kyoko is awesome.
Mazer just
Bingo is played.
balls his hands into his fists and he turns around. You just destroyed the chance of peace.
I did. I did? Not the queen that you came to talk to? The person who actually has a place to make the decisions? The person that you just tried to demand do something to suit your opinion of what might happen?
All you had to do
Without-
was shut up.
Fuck off. Make me. I'm gonna start walking towards him.
Oh my god.
Please roll me your manipulation intimidation.
Please obviously tell me if I do something that would directly break the oath.
I would tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. After it's happened, but I'll tell you.
I'm spending a point of willpower.
Yay, this one's gonna be worth it, folks.
Diff
Six.
6, okay. So that's
Theresa.
3 successes, 4 if this counts as misdirection.
I mean, it does because you actually
4.
can't hurt him. Right?
4 successes, yeah.
4 successes, huh? Okay, hold on.
Seriously.
Laser, taser, shoot you with a laser.
He shrinks back a little bit. Like, it's very clear that you've, like, let's go. And they just turn and they start walking away.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
He walks out the door.
Come on!
But he slams it shut. And then you can hear him as he comes out. They're not gonna fucking listen to us.
Sophia pops up from behind the bar, looking in better spirits than she was before.
I would like to try to slip out the door while his back is still turned to it, because he's,
Just straight up stealth.
yeah.
That's gonna be dexterity stealth. And yes, they've left the bar, so now
So, okay.
shit's on again.
Yeah, exactly. That is 4 successes, because I'm not being steady.
Okay.
Just be aware that when you cross the ring of iron, your oaken shield is gone.
Yeah, but then I can also do other cantrips that
Correct.
actually survive.
I just wanted to
Yeah, thank
make
you.
sure knew.
Thank you.
Just take the bullet first.
The
Probably
phone
would've
starts
forgotten.
ringing again, jangling off. Sybil's just like,
Yeah, she's like, I'm good. I just say, sorry, again, and I go towards the telephone.
that didn't go well.
No, I suppose it could have been a bit more productive.
So we're going to move on to the next step.
There's a next step.
Oh, you didn't think this was going to escalate?
No, I did. Perhaps a small, optimistic part of me hoped that you would,
See reason?
well,
We thought so too.
Ah.
This is what's going to happen. You're going to deliver Laurel. You're going to deliver...
I'm going to deliver Laurel to you! I wouldn't actually, like, betray either queen.
That's
Okay,
the
so
real
just-
reason they were at the fortress, right?
You're going to deliver Lenore.
Oh no, we have a Lauren as well.
Oh,
it's
fuck.
true.
Do you want to write it down somewhere so you can look at it?
Oh my god, John.
Oh no! Find and replace. Find and
Lauren,
replace.
oh, that's fine.
You're going to deliver Lenore to us. Because what's going to happen is either we will kill everybody in that bar, or you deliver her directly to us, and we'll spare you. We'll even spare everybody that you've left behind at home. One life for many. And trust me, it's not as if she's been queen long.
I think you'll find that many people will still be angered by her death. Is it?
I didn't say we were going to kill her. Unless, of course, you choose not to yield, and we will destroy the bar and everyone inside.
I would gladly lay down my life to protect my queen.
How about the lives of everyone else?
That is what is giving me pause. One.
Leave giving pause to the puka, Braum. You need to give an answer.
I require a moment.
I'll call again.
All right.
You have timer 5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes on the timer.
5 minutes and counting.
Close enough.
And then the phone hangs up.
Star 69. Star 69.
I don't think that's how. Click, 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 click. I'm not gonna.
What did she say?
I want to. What are the people outside doing? But yes, sorry.
I don't know.
Oh, we'll get to you in a second.
She needs us to deliver the queen.
Oh, that's all.
Yes.
Charming.
I know. No, they seem to. Well, they need. What am I trying to say here? Sorry. They need this to work, and she's not going to give it to them willingly. So,
And what is she threatening us with?
destruction of this place, of the spark.
What
of
if I were to
everyone
give them what
involved
they want?
What do you mean?
What if I were to sign a proclamation dissolving Parliament right here and now?
Well, it wouldn't mean anything because you are not the High Queen. They would think they had what they wanted, but
here. If you were to sign this false declaration and give up your crown, you would become disposable. Your
they would
Majesty.
kill you.
Not if I had to decide and deliver these directly to Terranar first. I should point out that I'm already committing high treason.
I think under the circumstances,
I hope we will be forgiven for this.
we need a way to separate.
We need a way to give Patches time to do what she needs to do.
We need to find the leaders of this faction, get them separated from their underlings.
Well, this will be.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just frustrated at my choices.
No, you got
Patches.
this.
Yeah, what do I see?
So,
5
you
shots.
are currently taking refuge in a bush just outside. Like there's two big kind of shrubs outside the door on either side. You're in a shrub.
And
Perfecto.
Uh,
Sorry.
you may press Y to honk.
Fort Bush.
honk.
Mazer is pacing back and forth inside the iron line.
Okay.
He looks livid. Something has happened. Something has really kind of tweaked him. The other two have retreated back across the line, and then as you look around, you see that there's Fae everywhere. Inside cars, sitting in restaurants across the street, walking past. But they seem to be creating this whole notion of just constant observation. But one thing that you can't see right now is anybody talking on a phone.
I'll go back inside.
If you wish.
I didn't expect a second phone call. So, like, I don't know. I just also don't feel like I can just, take up 50 Fae on my own. So, yeah.
You're gonna head back inside?
Yeah.
Just before you do, why don't you roll me your... It's a
Would
good roll for this.
I have been able to hear the phone ring again from outside?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So you know that there's another phone call.
Okay.
Roll. You can even hear...
Braum's end of the phone call? to some
Yeah.
extent? Yeah.
And you can hear their discussions that are quiet, but you can hear them. Although I should point out that they can't hear what Lenore is saying because she's in the fairy ring. So I want you to roll me your perception and your... this is... There used to be a great thing for this, but it doesn't... Streetwise.
But she's wise on the streets and wise in the sheet.
One success.
One success? Okay. There is something that I can tell you, though. Everybody is looking at, basically trying to be inconspicuous, but also looking towards the pub. But they're also looking in one other location. There's a parked bus that is about 20 meters down the road. And you can tell that they're dividing their attention between their nonchalant activity, the pub itself, and that bus. Now, do you wish to head back inside, or are you going to stay out?
Magic school bus?
Very good.
Thank you.
Killing the High Queen with the frizz? No way! Dropping the monarchy, killing Parliament, preventing the long winter.
Deciphering the parchment.
What I want to know, the thing is, what I want to know is who was on the other end of the phone, because they seem to be in charge, but this seems to imply that they're looking to the bus for direction. So theoretically, that's a person that's in charge, so I should just follow this, right, guys? Rather than coming back in and talking to
I'm gonna
you
let
and
you think
losing my
about it.
stealth.
Yeah, unless you were asking the chat. I think.
Well,
yeah.
I think
'cause my initial plan was,
Oh yeah.
after the phone call, I'd be like, what was that? Who was that? Kronos, and follow them backwards to see where they were. Right? That was my plan, to do backwards glance on them, but I didn't know who they were or what they were doing. So it's like, oh well, fuck this, I can't follow this avenue.
Yeah.
Go outside. Then the phone rings again. So now I'm like,
No,
what the
that's
fuck
fair.
do I do? Do I just assume that this bus is the thing? And that's why Dom was like, you should roll and find this information out.
Yeah. I think so. I like the idea of the backwards glance.
Yeah, but the thing is, I need to know who to do it on. Because following Mazer is no point, because I kind of assumed that he just got a phone call or something.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Well, unless.
Or he's the one who got the information, so he would have just called someone and said, this is where the queen is, I'm headed there, sort of thing, right?
I think you should investigate the bus.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Seems like a soldier thing to
'Cause,
do.
yeah,
Okay.
she has a code name, but we don't know who
One.
this is,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
if I was like, it's one, backward glance,
Yeah.
on whom, right?
Yeah, fair.
Excuse me. guys.
One is the
Loneliest number that you
Just lonely at the top.
Cool. So I guess I'll try to stealth out of the ring and
That's you rolling. I look like a tumbleweed. Hey.
something else that happens.
Oh. Ring, ring.
Let's find out.
Something else happens.
Patches Mazer pulls out a cell phone.
Okay.
As he pulls out this cell phone, I realize this is strange, as no one can see me, no one can hear what I'm doing, but I'm back. I'm right here. You don't have to worry. Everything's going to be okay. Mazer pulls out a cell phone and he just says, "They want to talk to who's really in charge."
Where is he looking while he's having this phone call?
How much of an idiot
The
is
bus.
Yes. Love it.
It's like subconscious, right?
Yeah.
Like he is definitely emotionally rattled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Patches.
I would.
Get back to you, chicken.
Can I spot myself around
Off-screen John fills me with uncertainty.
a roundabout path to the edge of this spike line?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Can I find myself a stealthy path to the edge of the spike line?
Roll me your wit stealth. This is to see if you can do it, not your, like if you fail, I'm not going to be like, ah, you're caught.
No success.
No successes?
No.
Without any additional assistance, you're pretty sure that somebody will catch you before you get to the spike line. The bus is outside the spikes, yes. The spike line is only about 4 meters away from the pub. The bus is 20 meters down the road.
The smaller the circle, the less stuff you need to make it. So it makes sense.
Truth.
Does he seem to get any response on his phone call?
Fine. No, you're not going to get what you want. He's a troll. I didn't see her in there. Yes, I know. They don't want violence. No, I know. I know. Fine. Fine. But it's your ass if you fail. Hangs up the phone.
I would like to cast Veiled Eyes on myself, knowing that it will fail if I cross the ring.
Sure, but that will get you to the ring. And
Yeah.
Tuck and roll.
The classic.
It's okay, I move faster as long as I just keep rolling. It's faster than running.
That's how that works,
We've all played
right?
Ocarina of Time. Like a few,
Oh my god.
or any of those games.
No.
No, I know. I think we've
neither.
talked about this. That's cool, I guess.
I'll play Ocarina of Time with you if you ever want to play it, John.
Yes.
Meaning you play and I'll
Hasn't
watch.
aged well.
All right.
Like I've played the first little bit of it, but like it has not aged well. And I know that that means that everybody's going to kill me, but it was revolutionary and a wonderful piece of art and absolutely a great piece of gaming history. But it's not that fun anymore, guys.
It's at that moment that 100 crossbow darts pierced. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
There was a firefight!
So
Oh, so many of us never played. Well, then I feel like we should stream it.
it'll last for an hour.
You're veiled.
Yeah.
Okay, you are now successfully veiled. Back inside.
Yes, I think that's the best course of action. We can't afford to have them destroy this place, obviously.
So then we're giving me up. But make sure that they come in here first. I want to see the eyes of those who would accuse me. We may be able to separate them then. But it's going to mean that you'll have to leave the bar.
accompany you?
No. No, sir. You need to leave and let them come in. They will not accept you staying here. You are oathed to protect me, although you are also oathed to follow my orders.
This is true. I just don't want to see you go, Your Majesty.
I'm hoping that won't be the case. I'm hoping that they will come in here and be separated. And then I think somebody knows what they have to do.
I will do everything in my power. And I have a not insignificant amount of power.
Ooh.
Okay. We knew that this was going to happen.
I never want to believe it.
She's counting on us.
You will both be safe here.
I can't promise that, Braum.
Please do what you can.
That I can promise.
Patches is out there right now. And if I know Patches, she's developing a plan of war. She's going to need help. So when this person calls back, you know what to tell her?
Yes.
Okay. Ring. Ring.
I move towards Lenore to give her a kiss, and then I stop myself and I go back to the phone instead.
So, do we have a deal?
I will open the door to you to come in to see the High Queen. I will leave this place. Step
You're going to make
outside.
sure that everybody leaves the bar.
Of course, yes. The owner is here as well as a patron. I kind of look to the guy with the newspaper.
He's still completely ignoring you and just like, you see that he's looking at the comics page?
Okay, I still have questions. This is good. We will leave this place.
Okay. And then we will come in.
There will be 3 of us.
3 of you. Understood. We promise we won't harm you. You or anyone else who's leaving, as long as everything's on the up and up. We have no wish to hurt you. You've done your duty, Sir Braum. You protected your queen for as long as you could.
I wish she didn't need protection.
She won't soon. Click.
I hang up. And I turn to Sybil.
You're letting them in my You're letting them in my place?
I am. This is a high-stakes situation, Sybil.
No shit.
I'm sorry. Please, let's step outside. We're going to do everything we can to keep
You need
this
to
place
wait for a
safe.
second. And she runs into the back of the bar.
Okay.
Then she comes out and she's holding a jar, and on it is written sourdough starter.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
But really, though, it's a treasure.
Precious. Should I ask this gentleman here to...
What gentleman?
I move towards the man with the newspaper,
Yeah.
and I guess I go to tap him on the shoulder or pull down the newspaper.
Your hand just goes right through him.
Baller. That's awesome. Well, I guess I miscounted those 3 people.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, 1. Oof. Unless there's like a kitchen boy in the back or something, I'll figure it out.
Hello. Daisy.
It's a good day to die, isn't it? Come on, kid.
Where are we going?
You're my shield.
No. No, God.
Sorry.
Did you not know? He's the ghost.
The ghost of...
I think he's always been here.
How long have I been stopping here for bread and ale from you, Sybil?
Nobody likes to disturb somebody who's being quiet.
I've been a fool.
Just polite, Braum. And the two aren't the same. And she just goes, and then behind her, you see this eager little boy who's dressed in a dirty apron, and he just has this wide-eyed look on his face.
Hello, Governor.
No, he does not.
Damn
say
it.
that. He'll walk out with us. That's about it.
Right. That's all we need.
Let's go.
I turn and I move towards the door.
I would like to have made my way. Listening.
We're gonna
Okay.
get to you in a second.
Okay, sorry.
You're never too far. I trust her. I trust you.
We're going to be okay.
We still are. You think this is worrisome? This is nothing.
I like your confidence.
Get out of here. Be perceptive. Go on, get out of here.
Yes.
Desires or insightful?
I lead Sybil and the boy.
Boy!
Boy.
She doesn't feel the confidence she's projecting.
Oh. Buoyed by her confidence, I moved.
Sophia just
towards
pours more Jameson behind the bar.
Oh boy.
No, it's fine.
No, Braum never knew about the ghost.
Yeah, I moved towards the door.
It's you. It's all you now, Patches.
Sorry. It was just, he was like, I moved to the door. I'm like, as the door opens. I would like to use that moment of focus on the door to cross the line.
You
and
successfully
recast.
cross the line. You lose your veiled eyes,
I
and you
lose-
lose your oaken shield. You're now 15 meters from the bus.
Recast. I would like to actually cast Veiled Mind.
So Veiled Mind is that they forget you exist, but if they see you, they'll still react as a...
Okay. Right. Yep. So then Veiled Eyes again.
So you're going to recast it?
Yep.
Okay. Bunk?
I'm gonna unzip my coat and wear it inside out.
2. As she's doing this, Lenore turns to look at you. If we manage to trap them inside here, then we have them. And what happens after that?
We do what must be done.
You have to make sure that the door allows you and I to exit.
All right. know you don't feel as brave as you sound, Kyoko. I want you to know I think you're the bravest person I've ever met.
Brave is being able to kill someone you love to save them forever.
Brave is feeling intense fear and doing what you have to do anyway.
Brave is moving from a musician to a lord.
That's not brave.
I think I might disagree.
And at the word musician, I kind of... Sophia smiles sadly. It's a shame that the higher we all seem to climb, the more we forget about what we used to love.
I don't think that's true.
It is for Broken Flight.
Then you'll have to convince them.
How
They're
can I
not all evil. In fact, I'm not even convinced that those who are the head are evil.
But we're going to kill them anyway.
Yes. They're all going to die. Patches.
Am I still counted as within the freehold or not?
No, you're not within
Okay,
freehold.
3 successes, 1 hour.
You have an hour until you start fucking shit up.
And I'd still like to try to stick to relatively inconsequential spots, but making my way towards the bus.
As you start making your way towards the bus, you see that the doors open, and 3 people get out. But you can see that there are at least 2 other people still on the bus. The 3 people who get out, there is an Autumn She,
Oh.
Appearance?
5.
Oh, yeah.
He's dressed in a very kind of modern-looking cape. There's a Selkie. He is not. He doesn't look anything like Paris, by the way. Like it's not the same guy. There are other Selkies
There are
out
other Selkies in the world.
and finally, there is a boggin. She's putting a phone away as she gets out.
Can we dub this the Hot Brigade? Is that cool?
Yep. What is the Selkie's appearance?
Selkie's appearance is 3. The boggin's appearance is 1.
All right.
It's a go boggin.
Jesus
Wow,
Christ.
dude.
The color of cloak is black.
Ugh.
Could mean a lot of things. There's still 2 figures on the bus, but it's hard to tell.
I'd like to move to a position where I could possibly see into the door of the bus.
You are veiled, so as you approach, you see that sitting inside the bus there is a Cluricon, and an Ishu. Both male. So the 3 stride forward, and then you can hear them. One of them, I don't want to cross that filthy line. But you're going to have to. This isn't going to be easy for anybody. There he goes. And they point and they look at Braum and Sybil and Boy, who are
Nice.
heading on out. You remember what we agreed?
Right. Yeah.
Concordia thanks you for your service, Sir Braum Madsden.
I nod my head. And I try to appear disappointed. And in fact, I am pretty disappointed. They leaving Kyoko all alone. Oh, I said that out loud, didn't I?
How dare you?
The autumn she walks ahead of the other two and just opens the door and walks into the bar, followed by the other two, and the door closes. The three of you are separated. First person to raise their hand gets to take an action. Patches.
I would like to make my way into the bus and move past the Chloroconin issue if possible.
They're just sitting kind of at the front of the bus. There's no driver, it's just the
Yeah.
two of them that are in there. Walking past them is quite easy, actually.
And then I'd like to size up which of them looks like a better fighter.
Neither of them looks like they're very good in a fight.
Cool.
You can roll specifically if you want to check for weapons.
Yes.
So that's perception. We're just going to call it perception firearms for both.
Okay. One success.
Neither of them seem to be carrying any weapons.
Detail-oriented would be 2.
Neither of them seem to have any military training either.
Cool. Okay.
I'd like to peel a sliver of wood off the bar.
Oh, bitch.
I know, right? And start scratching the prophecy into the floor as a bunk for guest list.
Okay.
Beautiful calligraphy.
With a shard of wood.
Yeah.
Shard wood? That's impressive.
That is
Exactly.
very impressive.
Actually, can I have you roll me your... No, never mind. It's not even a thing.
Language? Or linguistics, rather, yeah.
Lenore,
Definitely.
you know why we've come. There's no need for you to die today, but we do need you to do exactly as we ask here and now. We need you to dissolve Parliament. We have produced this for your convenience, and he just magically weaves a parchment in the air and then sets it down on the bar. Sign this, and it will claim that Parliament is then dissolved. After that, you are to officially abdicate. You have no heir. You'll keep it that way.
Cast guest list.
Monk is 4.
Thanks. And I'm spending willpower.
Yep.
So
Braum? Here's the thing. Your ruse is gone as soon as boy crosses the line.
Yeah, but we were just kind of stepping out, right?
So if you'd prefer to just stay there?
Okay, so I might have been out of the room when you were describing there's a bus, there's 2 people on it, three people have gone inside, Mazer's pacing around somewhere.
Mazer's still pacing around within the line.
Okay. Do there appear to be more members of Broken Flight around, like other Cathane?
There's many Cathane.
Okay.
They're like sitting in restaurants,
they're just
walking
chilling, eh?
past with a dog. Like
Oh,
they're
God,
they're all
okay.
trying to be inconspicuous, but they're all watching the pub and the bus.
Right. Okay. Brr.
I didn't realize that the number of successes dictated the length of time that it's effective, not how difficult it is to challenge it. May I re-roll without having spent the willpower? I completely understand if that's not allowed.
You can just drop the willpower. It's fine.
Thank you. Because it's like 8 successes. It's like unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary, yeah.
Sybil's like, my business is gone.
I'm like,
Well, at least we'll always
this
have
is
the high
serious
queen.
overkill.
Not even actually, right?
Dear
No,
God.
you have Kyoko.
Kyoko.
All right.
Patches.
Thinking. So,
Okay.
waste my turn.
It's not a waste of your turn. We're split among several.
Yeah, but
You're in
Pathfinder.
position.
Yeah.
Assume the position.
The two of them, by the way, seem to be leaning close to a phone and hearing. And you could hear from the inside of the pub.
Could I do a perception to try to understand if that has a microphone that they could communicate out with?
It's a phone.
Oh, it's straight up a phone so they can talk. Okay.
Yeah. So yes.
Yes, everyone, that's what I'd like to do, but I'm not Assassin's Creed.
Unless.
My name is not Ezio.
Kyoko steps outside of the fairy ring. Bazio.
Hey.
You can destroy that. You won't need it any longer. And Kyoko looks down and looks back up, and then she just takes 1 foot and drags it along the coasters, and the fairy ring fizzles.
I weep a single tear for glamour spend.
I wonder if Broken Flight understands the meaning of their own oaths and words. And she walks forward to the bar. She picks up a pen. And then the autumn she just sighs. I don't know if this is going to get us anywhere. But I do know that all we really needed was to see her gone. And he pulls his sword and rears back just behind her. And you are now in rounds.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Thanks, sir.
So,
Yeah.
that's a nice number that you got going on there. Do you want to tell everyone else what that number
Yeah, I
is?
rolled a 1.
Ah! Am I also
Initiative
for all the
7.
rounds,
You know, 9 successes
Oh,
on my guest list.
Sorry, I also.
7 initiative.
Yeah.
13.
This.
16?
13.
13. 13, not
Treize.
16.
And 8.
8,
7.
7.
13.
Really poor,
And
guys.
22.
Yes, coming in hot. Here we go. Nope.
17.
Ah! Oh, okay. Well, that's, you know.
Which means that all of you will declare first.
Well, I am going to try to cast.
Oh, I have to roll Kyoko's initiative too.
That's.
Oh, she rolled a 1.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
That's
no.
bad.
Cool, cool, cool.
So, Braum's losing it?
Yeah, seriously. I want
How to save a wife.
cast.
Where did you go wrong?
Lost in thread. Somewhere around episode 18, I think, somewhere in there. Excuse me.
Yeah, I missed that too.
I didn't when I was fighting her.
I mean, I'm going to be casting something. Just don't know what. I couldn't cast Elder Form on the rapier, right? Because that is not. Oh no, wait, not Elder Form. Dance of the Five Kings, because that it would have to be an element.
I mean, this is made of metal.
Which is kind of
Does that count?
Earth.
There's
It's got
stone-ish.
It doesn't count as an element enough for your purposes. It's
Okay.
a shaped object.
Right.
You do not have to wait for her. All three of you are acting like in terms of initiative after the bad guys, so you can just say what you want.
Go for it,
Yeah.
Scott.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that there's a fight breaking out just yet, so I'm going to move up towards Mazer.
I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the tip of this is blunted because this is designed for stage combat. It's, I mean, it's an actual sword, but it's designed for stage combat.
Used quite well.
Where would I find the stats for my zip gun? I realize I only know that it has 3 rounds. Should I just take a gun from the
I'm
book?
gonna get it
Okay,
for you.
Thank you.
It's actually probably in there.
Yeah.
No, in there.
Oh, okay, great. Great.
Like a different weapon.
Hand it to me. It'll be
Okay.
faster. Thank you. Okay.
8.
So I just need to know the damage.
Nope, they took that out.
Okay.
Fucking.
My
thing.
pistol is 4 damage. My rifle is 8. This is something that I slapped together.
Weapons tables. Here you go. You ready?
Yep.
You are currently wielding what is the equivalent of. Your damage is 4.
Okay.
Your range is 12 meters. And your rate is 3, so you'll be able to
Yeah.
shoot all 3 rounds if you want to.
Okay.
Your clip is 6, and your conceal is
My clip
P.
is 3.
Sorry, 3, and your
Yeah.
conceal is P, or pocket.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot one of them
Nice.
An issue and a.
and a Clericon. I'll shoot the Clericon.
You're just going to shoot him?
Yep.
Back of the head?
Wow.
Yep. Hoping that the sound will travel through the phone.
Okay.
Is that a
Braum?
good thing?
I think so.
So I can piss them off. They're already getting killed.
I'm not sure that there's something going down, but I'm moving in on Mazer,
Oh.
who's hopefully still a little distracted, but
Okay. Sophia?
Crouching down low to the ground, I want to unleash Primal.
oh,
With what? What are you asking?
Whispering into the wood floor, swallow them.
oh,
Okay.
that dastardly birthright, it's true.
He is going to attempt to run Kyoko through. So this is how this is going to go down.
You're gonna roll those.
Oh.
Maybe.
Huh?
She did,
Is
yeah.
it 2 glamour, 1 willpower, or 1 of each?
Two glamour and
One
Successful.
willpower. 2 glamour for sure. 'Cause I never have it.
Okay.
2 glamour and add another.
How strong was that Oaken Shield?
6.
6. So he takes his weapon and just it touches just the back of her scapula, and the blade just will not go through and bends. And then Kyoko just turns her head, reaches around with her hand, and just holds onto the blade. That wasn't nice. And then you hear, just before your cantrip goes off, bang! Don't even bother.
Yes.
And just drops, and the other one looks up, what the? And turns to you.
Who's in charge?
What?
Who's your leader if there is one?
Who's your daddy?
I also thought that. I don't know why
That's
so-
where I thought this was going.
Whoa!
Me.
Sorry, you've made some pretty shitty choices. Bang.
And just whump. So you hear me. Sorry, you made some pretty shitty choices.
Bang.
Blam.
Wow.
Can I see the book, please?
Then you hear. Oh, did you roll your unleashing?
Nope.
Okay. Braum.
Yes.
You start to approach Mazer, and Mazer takes a look at you and just, not today, man. Just walk away. Just do not even deal with this.
Deal with what?
You don't even want to know, man. Trust me.
I've always just tried to listen to you, Mazer. It's you who's had a problem with me.
I don't have a problem with you.
Really.
I I can put you on a leash just as much as anyone else.
Mazer, you need to learn when to stop talking. And I'd like to, there's 2 people with
It's
him?
too bad your wife never learned the same lesson.
Okay, sucker punch coming in hot.
Oh my god, kill him! Kill him with fire!
Yeah, honestly, like, not cool, man.
So you,
Sucker punch him. Just like,
so roll your, well, no, that's going to be next round because
okay.
like
Yeah,
you were
that's-
approaching.
No,
and-
that's fair. Yeah,
Okay,
That's fair. I will get ready.
You're unleashing, Mademoiselle.
Demoiselle. Oh, Farius.
I mean, is Zafarius wrong?
Ooh, 4, which
Whoa.
is a success. Success.
Just-
But not
right.
enough to.
It's
lose
not.
control.
It's not overkill.
Okay. You see the floor, which is formerly a wonderful wooden, like hardwood floor. Just
Send me the bill.
you hear,
Fantastic build.
and then it just collapses, and the ground underneath, instead of being that nice, good old solid basement, well, empty basement, you see that the insulation between has turned into quicksand, and they start to drop, get sucked down. We're more like lightning sand,
Yeah.
and all of them just, and then Kyoko just snaps the blade in her hand.
I want to dive over the bar and go to grab Kyoko in case she's at risk of falling. Don't know if she
She's
is.
not. You asked to swallow them.
Yeah.
But you didn't lose control, so she's not
Oh, good.
involved. So she snaps it, and the shards of the blade just drive everywhere. They have our permission to die. Round.
Something better! Something better! Something better will be right back.
Initiatives?
16.
16.
Ah,
Come on.
8. I don't think I've ever
9.
rolled well on initiative. It's
Never.
always hilariously
Oh, and
bad.
Kyoko? 18.
That's good.
So, you first.
Okay, so this means I've invoked the weird, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Invokes the
Yeah.
weird 4 turns equal to glamour.
Oh, that's nice. So that means I've invoked the weird for 8 turns.
Mm-hmm.
In theory.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I would like to make. We can still see their heads. Like what's happening?
They're
Are
like
they sinking?
buried up to their torso,
Cool.
and their hands are caught.
Nice. I'd like to make a tree start to grow out of the autumn she's body. Using spring. Parents 5 or no, you know.
Okay.
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing.
So, Patches, you have no assailants. They're not there. Although there has been 2 gunshots in a bus, and your ears are ringing a little bit, but you know. And the others are going to draw weapons. And by others, I mean the others who are paying attention to the bus and just saw 2 flashes of muzzle fire. So that's their action, is to arm themselves. Of the people inside, one of them is going to attempt to cast a cantrip, Sovereign. Another one is going to attempt to cast Hopscotch. And the third is going to attempt to cast Oakenshield. Braum.
Yeah.
Or Patches, it doesn't matter, either one.
Go for it.
Yeah, my action is going to be, well, I sucker punched Mazer in the face.
Well, you're going to
I
try
will.
to sucker
Right,
punch
so then
Mazer in
that's,
the face.
yes, right, that's my action. Then. Yes.
You mentioned that chimerical wounds are really dramatic.
Oh, yes.
So I would like to take some of their blood and put it on a little bit like, war painty, like Celtic war painty,
Okay.
and use it as my bunk for casting effigy to
Okay.
have a copy of myself run out the front of the bus, and basically, like, its existence will be to run in other, like,
To just
straight.
run into
run in such a way that it doesn't run into a wall, assuming it can do something that literally just run.
Okay, that's a 4th level bunk.
Yes.
Yay!
So, Kyoko's action.
Yeah.
Kyoko's action is to simply she's going to let her disguise fall as a bunk. But she is bunking. She is going to spend more than one turn on this. So Braum. Oh, and Mazer. Mazer has to have an action. You are attempting to sucker punch Mazer?
Yep.
Okay. Then Mazer's not going to try to defend. He's going to try to toughly take it.
Okay.
And then he's going to try to cast a cantrip.
I hope you shatter his body into a million pieces,
I
bro.
mean, I won't, but, you know.
So, first things first. Braum, roll.
Yeah, go ahead. That's not right. Yeah. Sorry. Got it.
Ah.
More dice.
one roll, Scott. What are you doing? Excuse me. 3 successes.
That's a success. So go ahead and roll.
Damage.
6 successes, the last was seen.
Okay. Okay, so busting out of the bus is, I assume, without the war paint,
Yeah.
is Patches. You see this, and Patches is just running away from the bus.
It's so good.
Yep.
5 successes.
I will roll my stamina. Satyrs are gifted.
That's true. They have lots
Gifted.
I will soak 3 of that 5.
of... Okay.
So 2 bashing. And then Mazer is just going to look up, and he just spits a tooth out at you. And that's his bunk.
I eat it.
Oh my god.
Crunch down.
Bunk off.
Calcium.
Bunk off. Bunk off.
Okay. His cantrip is successfully cast, but you do not see any evidence yet. Sophia. Oh no,
I'm last.
Sorry, first. Kyoko lets it drop, and then as she looks at the 3 of them, she just shakes her head. Sometimes winter is better if it means the destruction of people like you. I have seen pain. And that's about all she can get out in one round. So, Sovereign, first is cast. The Autumn She looks directly at Sophia and says, "Assist us in our escape." Okay. Sophia.
I have to. Do I roll? Is this a contested or is this a?
So, if a character attempts to use Sovereign on anyone who holds a higher status, add 1 to the cantrip's difficulty. And any changeling of equal or greater title may resist the effects of Sovereign for the duration of the cantrip by spending 1 willpower.
I would like to do so.
Done. He is not a lord.
Yet. And good on you.
Can I just respond? That's cute.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can absolutely do that. Hopscotch. All of them are lifted out of the floor and sent directly towards the door, where they smash into it, and one of them yanks it open, and then
That's also cute.
the 3 of them look at each other, and there is a moment of fear.
Oh, good. Let's use.
Round.
Oh, I didn't get to cast my spring.
Yeah, cast your spring. Sorry.
That's okay. Now, my spring cantrip kind of depended on somebody being planted in the earth like a seed.
No, you can. I will allow you to use this as an attack
All right.
if you wish.
because there's something else I would like to do, but
Okay,
it
what would it be?
It would be Enkindle, doing a summer cantrip to pump up that fear.
Okay, you can do this because your original plan was to do this from the ground, which they are no longer in. But it's going to cost you a willpower to do so.
Okay, that's fair.
Because that's canceling an action.
Thank you.
So then go ahead and roll your Enkindle.
Dunsies. Sorry. So I guess that would be a... Three.
Okay. So the fear that they're feeling right
Yeah.
now is jacked up, which will become important next round. Kyoko reaches into her suit and she pulls out a pistol. She's still bunking. Round.
11.
13.
And 14.
The bad guys are at 10. Kyoko is at 6. No, sorry, not 6. How could that be? She can't possibly be at 6. She would be at 8. So Kyoko will declare first. Kyoko is going to... she's going to take the pistol in her hand, and she's just going to place it against her chest, just right here, and look up. And then she's going to let her hand not squeeze on the trigger, but just let the slide. So like she's activating the catch so that the magazine is going to fall out of the gun. So leaving all of its ammunition, well, except for the one in the chamber, all of it to fall onto the ground. And that's going to end her bunk. But it doesn't go off until next round. I believe it's the bad guys next.
Yep.
Everybody in the room loses their action. They're too afraid of what's happening and they cower together. The people on the outside all start running and chasing after Patches, and you can hear a few cantrips going off as people are laying absolute fucking waste to this effigy. So Patches has her moment of just like, you know, like in Platoon, like, ah! Let's see that. See what it'll look like.
Sorry, I was busy sneezing. Melts away. Gone.
Oh my god.
And then it's your declarations.
I'm gonna pick up the phone and sneak out pop open one of the emergency escape windows, pull the red trigger, and bash on the bottom so that I can slip out the back of the bus opposite the side of the door.
Well done. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys.
Elbow you. Sneeze me.
Liz, is it you or me?
It's either one. It doesn't matter.
Great. I'm going to.
Oh, Mazer has to declare.
Yeah, I
Full
suppose we
defense.
That's fair. I'm going to say fuck his full defense.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick him up over my head, and rather than smashing him down, I'm going to hold him there and just kind of like bounce him as a bunk.
For what purpose?
Oh yes, to cast burning food to increase my strength.
Okay, so you are
I am all in.
doing that.
Yep.
Bench pressing. Safe.
Okay. And Sophia?
Well,
Strong.
No?
I know I spent the whole time thinking about it and I'm still thinking. Somebody in chat, say 1 or 2.
Ooh.
First one to say it
She's
is what I'm
got
going to do.
options, folks. I like it.
I'm not going to tell you what it applies to. Okay, excellent. I'm going to cast Eldritch Prime and light them all on fire.
Okay.
When in doubt,
And then
fire.
Burn them out.
Yeah.
Kyoko's cantrip, incidentally, will fire at the beginning of the next round.
Awesome.
Patches, so you're busting out the back of the bus? Are you protecting yourself in any way? Are you trying to be stealthy about this, or you?
Yeah, I'm trying to slip out. I pop open the emergency exit window and try to slip down to the side of the bus, staying
So then
close to it.
you're going to roll your wit stealth. I mean, it's no good sending out an effigy and
Yeah.
then being like,
And
no,
being like,
no, it's me all the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 3.
Okay. I
No
don't know what's
success.
shaking.
Sorry, no success. Lots of ones, but
Okay.
not some.
Oh, I could have done something.
So Patches, you drop to the ground and stumble a little bit, and it's enough that you become seen. Round. The 3 cowering by the door alight, and there's it even agitates their fear as they start to burn, and then Kyoko just looks. But you can't hurt one who's kissed the dragon. And she just lets her hand open and Holly strikes.
She has. Huh. Cool.
Oh, Alfarius. Oh, Alfarius.
Things have gone to hell out there.
Yep.
The good one.
You hear just this crack and the faint sound of a dragon's roar as the 3 of them, as they're on fire, you see that their bodies just twist just the wrong way. But they're not quite dead yet. Round.
Yeah, I rolled.
17.
Woo!
Fuck, okay. Bad guys rolled 8,
This is the most I've ever
and Kyoko rolled 14.
16.
Just 9. So I'm just about, yeah.
Okay, so Mazer's action is full defense.
It's a good
He is
act.
trying to just stay away from you as best as possible. So, Braum.
I guess then I'm going to use the bump from last round to cast Burning Through on myself to increase
I
my
thought you
strength.
did that, though. I thought that was what you did last round.
Yeah, no, I was spinning around to monk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mistake. But I can cast it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Do
next.
so.
It's
What are the baddies doing?
they are screaming and wishing that they weren't on fire or being broken apart.
This is fair.
Oof.
Like, that's a lot of fear that you enkindled in them, and then immediate damage. The 3 of them do not think they can survive.
Cool. How do I dispatch them?
How will
Okay,
I
think about that.
Thank you, John.
Patches?
How many people seem to have turned on me thus far? Do I have a sense? Because they declare first, right?
There's confusion.
Okay.
They're not going to target you this round, but they can perceive you.
Okay. I'd like to slip myself under the bus.
Okay. It's gravelly and it smells of oil.
And take aim at Mazer. Because he's the only leader type person that's out there at the moment, right?
Yep,
As far as I know. Okay.
that's correct. So you're just going to aim for this round? Or are you going to fire?
No, fuck it, I'll fire.
He's well,
Being held aloft above
Yeah.
Braum's head, so don't botch. So I'm going to spend a willpower.
you don't botch.
It'd probably
Oh,
not be a
just
good
one
idea to
in
botch.
the horn.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. Roll your burning fear.
I did, yeah. 4 successes as well.
Your bunk was worth 3.
Yes, it was, thank you. You're right.
It'll be Dance of the Five Kings to use the fire that is already on them. Command it to consume them.
Kyoko watches.
Yikes. It's 5 successes.
5 successes, okay.
So I'll take, yeah.
Well, he can't dodge your shot, so... Patches?
Okay, so even though he's total defensing, it doesn't matter? Because he's total defensing
He
against...
can't total defense against a firearms
Okay,
attack.
cool.
He's trying to prevent Braum from ripping him apart.
Yeah, there's no cover or anything, so.
So does that mean I get all 4 as threshold?
Yes.
Okay, cool, thank you.
I do weirdness. I think about it every day. Can't wait to be a gym.
1 damage. Pew!
Okay, I'll roll his stamina.
Aww.
It's not a very good gun.
Yeah.
Well, I failed, so you do 1 damage.
Yay!
You catch him in the horn.
Ouch. Yeah.
That would,
Super stings.
oh, that would actually. Yeah, that will. Ouch.
He disappears.
Oh.
Does he melt away?
No, he
Disappears.
flicker flashes away.
Who did we lose?
Mazer.
No!
Obviously,
fucking
the
shit,
one guy. Fast enough.
I'm gonna give you the one thing though. Roll me your intelligence graymare. Just the two of you. You didn't see this. Your difficulty is 9, but you can't botch.
No, no.
No successes.
No successes? Okay.
Give us.
Oh, Grubermensch. Fucking Grubermensch.
I'm sorry.
He can't flicker flash outside the ring. So he's somewhere in the ring.
In the ring still.
Groobsy. Well done.
Yeah, but we were supposed to
won't
be
call you
able to
Groupsy
roll to
again.
remember that, so you know.
Damn.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, then just forget that Groobsy told you.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean,
I allow it. I allow it.
I have new targets now anyway.
What?
The thing is, the ring is still quite wide. He can be in a lot of places, but
Yeah.
5 successes.
You.
They crumble. You're a wilder. Right?
I am.
Was this chimerical fire that you were using? Or was this real?
This is real because I invoked the weird.
Ooh.
So Sybil's tenderness is.
I said
going
send me
up
the
in
bill.
smoke.
Everything is fine.
I said, send me the bill.
The bill for her whole business for generations.
It's fine.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say here.
At first it was just the floor, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
that's
Patches can
fine.
rebuild the floor.
You ended 3 changelings' mortal lives. Therefore, you have 3 banality triggers. You killed them using a zip gun.
Zip
that was
gun,
real.
chimerical.
Chimerical?
Yeah.
So,
That's like the whole point of building it was to have a chimerical.
so then you are you're a wilder, so you're immune to that.
Yeah.
So, cool. Roll me 3 banality triggers, please.
And remind me what is my banality roll again? I'm so
Here.
sorry.
So you're gonna roll your glamour at a
Yeah.
difficulty of 8. If it fails, you gain a banality point. If you botch, you get a point of banality for every 1 rolled in addition to that 1.
Okay. That one's good. I'm just looking for ones. Okay, there's one. But that one's good. I got 1 success. That one's good too.
See,
one
if you have a
success.
lot of glamour,
Wow.
apparently you're able
Yeah,
to kill
pretty good,
motherfuckers
yeah.
with
Yeah,
impunity.
8 glamour's pretty decent.
Woo!
Pretty decent for this.
Kyoko just stares. Never even had the intent.
What?
He lost his wad. He was getting what he wanted and just decided to kill her anyway.
It's the actions of a coward.
They're all cowards.
I wonder if he truly believed what he was fighting for.
As I'm saying this, I'm trying to conjure a little rain shower to put out some of the remaining fire.
Little sprinkler system.
You need to go and take care of the rest of them outside. You need to stop whatever they're planning now.
Stay in here.
Can't go outside right now.
Go to put my hand on her shoulder. Hey,
The rest of them don't deserve to die like these three. Just go.
and you want to, is that it?
I don't think I can help you.
Okay.
But they need leadership now more than anything.
Do you promise you'll keep yourself safe here?
Yes,
We can't lose you again.
you won't.
If she'll let me, I'd like to give her a little kiss on the cheek. If she'll let me.
So you give her a kiss on the cheek, and then she turns and she just dives into a kiss, if you'll let her.
Sure.
And there's this fierceness behind it. Her hands are curling at your back. And then after about 2 seconds, she just stops and puts her hands up and just go.
I go.
Regain 1 willpower.
Oh, fun.
So, Braum,
Yeah.
you and Patches are still outside, and there's many of them who are now starting to move towards you. Sybil is now like,
Oh no. No, don't die! Don't look at it! What I would like to do, John, I have a couple extra strength for a couple rounds. So I'd like to advance on and just one in each arm, grab the two kind of Mazer's hangers on. They're not hangers
Yeah.
on, you know those two.
so the troll and the satyr.
Yep. Lift them up off the ground just a little bit.
It's like lifting like 2 mugs.
Yeah. Cheers! Clunk! No, I don't do that. What I would like to do is just kind of put my head between theirs. You're going to have to make a choice very quickly. Broken Flight is about to be broken. And what I need from you is to understand that we want the same thing as you. The long winter will not come this day. You can join me, you can stand with me, or you can end up right there. And I point down to the nearest iron nail that's been driven into the ground.
Strength, leadership,
Yeah! Hey, that's cool.
Patches.
Roll myself a little further under the bus to give myself a bit more protection. And
Can we watch this back and see what Patches
I actually like to try to roll the length of the bus as my, like underneath it, as my bunk for casting Quicksilver.
Okay. Sophia.
All right, so I get out the front door of the bar. I look around to try to get a sense of what is happening outside.
Okay, so here's what's happening outside. Braum has a satyr and a troll, like a troll who he's lifted up off the ground, and he's just leaned them close, and he's just going. You can't see Patches.
Fair enough.
But you see that there are about 50 changelings who are converging on this location, all of whom have weapons of varying levels of improvisation.
Okay. Could I climb up to the roof?
That's
Of
a
the bar.
dexterity athletics check.
Yeah.
Difficulty is only 6. There's a lot of trellises.
That's one of those.
And
Okay.
Such a nice
vines.
trellises.
Remember, it's still November.
That's one success.
Yes, you can get up to the roof, but it will take you the entire round. Patches.
What was my
2.
2?
Sorry.
4 successes.
That's
so that
5
gives
actions
me-
next round.
Yeah.
Wow. And 3 successes. Charisma or strength leadership.
The satyr lifts her hands up like this, and the troll, who's quite young, right? I mentioned. You're Braum. I've heard of you. Okay.
And today we get to change the world together. You and I.
Round. We're not in initiative at this
Okay,
point.
right.
Okay.
No one's actively attacking you, but I mean, depending on you, depending on when you reveal yourself, may change that.
Yeah.
But
So
you have 6 actions to take.
5.
5 actions
double
to take.
speed. So I have
Okay,
4.
4 actions.
And I would like to try to locate Mazer.
Okay, so you're basically using your round to like speed around and see if you can perceive where he is.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to opt to go the shortest way out of sight of everyone that was watching the front of the bus, sort of thing.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're going to roll perception, investigation
Detective.
at a difficulty of 8 4 times.
Okay.
If you reach the target number that I am going to whisper to Aragorn now, you're going to need, so you have 4 rolls. You're going to need these many successes. Botch 1 roll, and you fail no matter what.
But I'd have to spend a willpower per roll if
Yes.
which I can do.
But if you botch, you just fail. Like, it's
Yeah.
an extended action. It's not like you botch and then you're like, whoa, and you fall into the bar and you're on fire.
Yeah.
You roll into a group of people.
8, you said.
Yes.
Okay, 2 successes.
2.
That is a non-success, but not a botch.
Okay.
Will we make it?
What are your specialties, by the way, in this?
Detail-oriented.
Will we
Okay.
make it?
Does it apply?
Sure.
Okay, well, it's still not a success anyway for this one.
Okay.
And 1 success, so that's a total of 3.
Okay. So, as you scrabble around, you find the following. You find a chunk of satyr horn, which you shot off.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you are in possession of something of Mazer's, but you do not find him.
I will take that.
Sophia.
So I get to the roof, and I want to start speaking the prophecy loudly as I can muster.
Okay.
Try to get as many people's attention as I can.
That's actually going to be a charisma. We're going to call this a charisma performance. But music does not
Silver-tongued?
apply. No, not now because you're just reciting a prophecy. So
Right.
no specialties, but come on, it's not a bad pool for
That's
you.
pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
Hey! You have a
That's
bingo.
7 successes if that was a diff 6. Oh shit!
7 successes?
Yeah, with a div 6.
Okay, you catch everybody's attention. You catch Braum's attention. You catch Patches. Well, Patches is probably kind of mad right now, but like, you kind of catch Patches'
just
attention.
going on a spree. Oh, shit.
Patches, by the way, you also conclude that he most likely left the circle and then used more Wayfair.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it! Also, hopefully, got me away from the majority of my assailants.
Yeah, but we have a plan, guys. Don't worry.
They are now distracted. So while some of them were chasing you, you have their attention. You finish the prophecy.
I don't know how many of you were told this prophecy and how many of you followed it sight unseen or unheard. I do not judge you for following a master who claimed to help you prevent the long winter. It is a noble cause. You are to be congratulated for it. But Broken Flight is no more. It's possible that now you feel the chains of an oath that has slipped away. That is my hope. And I look around to see if anyone's like nodding or anything of that.
The troll that is currently... Have you let them down yet?
I'm. When she starts speaking, I'm going to place them down so that we're all kind of like looking together.
Just sort of yeet them up into the air. The troll stands up. He stands up tall and he nods as if he's trying to make sure that everybody else can see that he's nodding.
And now I ask you, what will you do with this freedom? How long were you following Broken Flight because of your oaths and not because of your wills?
But is the prophecy not still true?
Listen again. And I read it again.
Ugh. The whole
Listen
fucking-
Oh yeah, the
carefully
whole
this
fucking
time.
thing.
Line.
But she's
Ugh.
really good at it, and she gives slightly different
Well,
intonations
yeah,
this
yeah.
time. So you're like,
All
okay.
right, Braum's excited.
She was really good at public speaking in school,
Of
I
course
guess.
she was.
Try hard.
Seriously.
Yeah. The ending in particular. The ending in particular struck me, but it took several reads to make out what else it could mean. Is our new High Queen not of House Dougal? Is House Dougal not renowned for being hard workers? Maybe, just maybe, Concordia itself has cast off a certain type of chain and is now free. And what will it do with its freedom? Will you give our High Queen the chance to try? And I kind of like look around at everyone at that.
I'm not looking to everyone else to be like, do it, but I'm going to raise my sword into the air.
Resisting to the urge to
Kill
don't
everyone.
say dumb shit. No.
Dumb shit.
We must at least listen. And I think we'll end the session here.
Sorry.
Or it means you dumb shits weren't supposed to raise your arms against the crown.
Or it means
'Cause
I'm
you
your
get
new master
fucked.
now.
How about that for an alternate interpretation, dumbasses?
Whoa. Patches here provides a plan B. You either listen to Lenore or you face Patches.
When Patches saw it, she was like, nah, this totally is just like, hey, don't raise arms against the crown or you're going to get fucked. So
That's
look
also
what you
fair.
did. You raised arms
Patches
against
is
the
the
crown.
most loyalist of the fuck the nobility.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
It's literally, that's what she read. She was like, That's what her interpretation was. Like, it seems to say, hurt the crown, bad things happen. They were like, bad crown exists, bad things happen.
Well,
A miracle happens. Ooh, thanks, Erwin. Can't wait to check it out.
many fall. One does not. But we'll see what happens
What's gonna happen?
with the fallout. We have... Are you checking already?
Oh, am I not supposed to?
So here's what was activated.
Please tell us. Yeah.
A PC unleashing,
Nice.
Okay.
an oath sworn,
Oh wow.
a specialty did not apply,
Okay. That's a good one.
Patches had a clever retort, a player drank the last drop of their drink.
Well, I mean, that's,
Oh, yeah.
that's a gimme. Is that
That
a-
was
Yeah, that's in the
that's in the
middle.
free space.
Especially when there's combat involved.
There was an Exaltwitch reference.
Okay, good one too.
A specialty did apply. A hashtag half a second.
Yeah.
A performance roll.
Oh.
Nice.
There was a jonologue, which is also basically a free space.
Yeah.
A player sang.
Yeah. Several times.
There was a follow or a sub during game. And there was an instance of hashtag LizFace.
Well, that's also a game. That's every time.
There's a Scott face right after that too.
There was.
But there was a line that was completed. Another one would have been completed had you used Oniromancy, or had I had to spell a name out.
Sex P. Braum forgets. Mab wears a costume.
Oh,
So good!
classic. I appreciate not putting that one in like a corner.
John bails to laugh cry.
Super Saiyan Scott is when he goes, "Ah!"
Yeah,
Which
zero
actually happens
willpower.
More than I thought.
Yeah.
I think I ever did
That's
that.
amazing.
We're gonna have to figure something out because while this is very cool, I get the
Yeah.
feeling you'll just always get the goddamn XP. So, and you
wants
guys are
some
a little too powerful to start just getting 4 XP around. But hey, you got it this time.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Yay. Yeah.
We'll find out what you learned and the play of the game in just a moment.
Yay.
There you go, scores.
Thank you. Yeah, make them all really specific, Eric.
Scott, you were sneezing. Are you feeling a little ill?
Yes, I'm quite
Oh
stuffed
no,
up.
you got sick like over the stream. That's so sad.
Oh, he's just allergic
As
to
Braum
me.
gained strength, I lost strength, right? I think that's how that happened.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
So, yeah, I'm compelled to
drink that,
ask,
that's for
what did you learn?
He snooted up that.
I'm gonna start with Kate this time around.
Learned that sometimes there are cases where separating the party is acceptable. We were fully split, but we were distant.
Scott?
I learned that Braum was ready to. Yeah, he was ready to both kill and not kill today. He was ready. There were some people that he was like, "You gonna die," and some people that he was like, "No, you don't deserve this."
Liz?
Yes, very much in the same vein. There were the individuals that Sophia came around to, like, yes, they must be ended, but everyone else, she was able to do what she always wanted to do, which is make them, like, listen for one goddamn second and have them actually acknowledge what she was saying. It's very
To be
exciting.
fair, the only reason you had that chance is because of Braum.
It's true.
Yeet
Thanks, Brian.
Yeet
that
those
Braum. Oh,
people.
yeah.
I'd say you're
Is
welcome,
this-
but you burned 3 people.
Does this mean that, I mean, obviously each of your characters has a different outlook on what killing means. Braum didn't actually kill anybody. Patches killed 2 people, but chimerically. And some people,
Hello.
Hashtag secret villain. Write it down.
No.
You heard it here first.
No one saw it except Kyoko, and she was kind of turned
I heard
on,
it over the
so-
phone.
You just heard screams. You didn't know.
I just heard screams and burning.
Fire, crackling wood.
They all ran out the back when I lit a fire near them.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Confronters, it's true. And Queen Laurel also specifically said that we would be rewarded when we returned, whatever that means.
Shit. Yeah, give me my
I don't know what that
rewards.
means, but
Oh, you know what it means.
Oh, why
More
did you
orgies.
really?
Morgies.
Morgies.
Money.
Oh,
Oh, I was gonna
Like
say.
a nice, shiny $2 coin.
You're not wrong, Gruber.
Oh, is it the one that glows in the dark?
Grubermensch raises a point. Sophia was perhaps specifically chosen because she was unlike Ray,
Yep.
and yet you do have the most confirmed kills.
Well, the funny thing about it is,
by a long shot.
I think even now Sophia has more kills than Ray because Ray didn't want to kill people.
Oh, Ray didn't really kill a whole lot of people.
No, she didn't. Ray wanted to use her like physical force to take people down, but Sophia's more like, if you don't listen to me, I'll just kill you. Sophia's more okay with killing, which is a little distressing.
Life is precious. Yours.
I mean,
is
I'm
yours.
vamping for POTG
Oh, sure.
because I
You're-
haven't done it yet.
My beautiful world must be protected at all costs.
And you are not.
Patches
not a
is
beautiful
the
thing in my
soldier.
world.
Yeah, as somebody said, remember when this game was about a busker, an architect, and a janitor?
Oh,
I do.
it has.
This is no longer the correct salute.
Oh, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to.
It's so in the Canadian Armed
Yeah,
Forces,
yeah.
because now the Canadian Armed Forces united their salute, because this was one of them, and then the others were this. So technically, it is that you have to have your fingertip just above the outside corner of your eyebrow,
Yeah.
so you're touching your eyebrow. It has to be slightly above.
I'm not.
And then it comes down to your side without slapping your thigh.
Well,
Right.
no.
That's just
Up,
rude.
down.
So it's this way now.
Yeah, up, down. It's this way. It was formerly for the Navy
Right.
Yeah.
this way because, or sorry, not for the Navy. The Navy did this, the others did this. And the reason why the Navy didn't do this is because this hand would be so filthy that you wouldn't want to show it off, so you did this
That
instead.
does make a lot of sense to me, actually.
It will confuse the fuck out of retired soldiers. I don't think that if you're a retired soldier and you give the wrong salute, they're going to be like, "How dare you,
You're
sir?"
kicked out of the
Stripping your pension.
wait,
yeah, or whatever.
Yeah. I see.
So, as Kung Fu Fenrir said, this game was about a busker, an architect, and a janitor. Has that changed?
You're still a busker?
You're still an architect.
Are you still a busker? When's the last
I'm
time you
still
busked?
cleaning up.
Whenever I visit my artist
your
circle,
arts.
I sing
Yeah.
a little bit with them and get some monies.
I'm architecting for, the grand best in these days.
Braum's changed the most. He doesn't even have a job.
Truly a downgrade.
He
Yes,
still,
but I have a wife.
Nah, he still plunges the toilets in the spark.
That is probably true.
Sure do have a wife who just ended up kissing somebody else.
Yes.
I mean,
And it was
she did
hot.
that for like willpower or whatever,
She
right?
was turned on by the
Right, guys?
violence.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you
something,
could,
something.
maybe,
Usually she is. Yeah. Something.
maybe. We'll see.
Guru Mensch is correct.
However, what we do have is we finally do have a play of the game to vote on.
Oh,
So-
PTG.
For everybody in the chat, it is time for you to vote, either 0, 1, or 2 now.
Yay.
Sophia ignites the enemy.
Nice.
Patches makes a run for it, or Braum lifts them up.
Hey.
Yay, hey, Ravana.
Hi, Urbana.
It's always good to see her. I mean, I know which one I'd vote for, but I won't say it until later.
Wait. You can revote Alfarius. Oh. Yeah, no, you're right. Exclamation mark vote number.
0, 1, 2.
1, 2, 5.
Yeah,
and
whatever
it only
your
counts your
last.
last vote.
Visa. Thanks, weirdness.
So 0 is for Sophia, 1 is for Patches, and 2 is for Braum.
I used to plunge toilets, hence the 2.
A vote for Sophia is a vote for the only way.
The only way.
Is it a pub, too, no less?
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh,
We
wow.
built them a funeral pyre.
Ugh.
Keep watch. Anyone who tries to crawl out gets kicked back inside by my guest list.
That was
I
a
just
long
played
time
Here,
ago.
this
the
is
same
for
character
your
over and over and over
Thank
again.
points.
More code than I've ever seen in my life. This is more.
You'd have to hand that to Erwin's dog, though.
I know.
Sorry to have your dog on stream again.
Little snoo.
Hearing his name being called.
Jeeves.
Oh.
No edging in chat.
Oh.
Oh no, we encourage edging.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago, almost to the day.
We're really getting up there in years.
It's
I
true.
look over there and see some of John's old Netrunner boxes, and they all say 2014 on them.
Oh
and I was
my
like,
God.
Oh no! Similarly,
Yeah.
look at my birthday.
Sorry, I was staring.
Really, he is? Jeeves! Hi, Jeeves!
Hi, Jeeves.
Oh
You're
no,
a good
he's
dog.
so
You're
confused.
such a good dog. You're
You're
a
the
good
best dog.
Give him a hand.
Oh, John.
What? Isn't that correct though?
Very slowly and come here. Come here.
Oh
We're in
no.
Montreal. East.
Uh,
Come here.
it turns out that today
Fuck it.
it's Scott once again.
Yeah!
Oh, nice.
He's
Thanks, guys.
gone.
Oh, he was like, no, I can't.
Uh,
He couldn't handle it.
Lift them
Ah.
up.
Well, it's not that he can handle it. He's on his way.
Yay!
Oh damn! Don't do it.
Hop a warm plane ride.
Yeah, don't walk. Probably far.
He comes back with a
my
little bindle.
Speaking of Borf,
I've been to
what might be
What is
happening this
football?
week? I don't think we're seeing any. I don't know. I assume that we're not seeing any streams from Kate, as you're back on the job.
First rehearsal tomorrow.
enjoy.
Are we seeing any streams from Scott?
Honestly, I feel a bit tempted to stream tomorrow evening. Stay tuned to Twitter though, because I don't sound very good right now, so we're gonna see how the drugs help.
I'll be streaming on Friday and probably Saturday too.
Oh, are we punching or are we?
We are.
Probably.
It's best to assume punching unless we say otherwise on Twitter.
Thanks, everybody.
I would love to continue Dream Daddy, which is pending availability. Woohoo!
I may end up streaming. I streamed last week with JT.
Yeah.
We streamed some Legends of Runeterra. We might do it again, but we might make it a beginner stream so that people can understand exactly how the game works. So we might do that. Or, maybe I'll be alone. I'll be lonely. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Lemon Eater, yes, book club is March 15th. Whatever that Sunday is around there. Yeah, March 15th at 1 p.m. And we are discussing Volume 1 and 2 of Saga because we're going to be spending all of Season 4 dealing with Saga. It's a saga of Saga.
Dies of March, more like. No.
So the best place to find out where we're streaming isn't Twitter, although you can still follow us on Twitter. It's all right down there, and you'll be able to see that. The best place to follow us is actually the Discord, where the Discord will announce when any of the four of us decide to stream.
Yeah.
It's also the best place to discuss the game, either in its basic channel, Changeling TS, or its spoiler channel, where you can discuss things with impunity and not have to worry about any of the spoilers that you may be letting other people know. Frankly, I have to say thank you so much for that hype train at the
Oh
beginning.
wow!
Oh my gosh.
Shoo.
Like,
Just
damn.
go back through here, like you went
There was
crazy.
there was a lot of stuff going on, and that's you. I know that it sounds strange like this, but even a follow really helps us be able to keep doing this for you. So, thank you. We appreciate it.
John mentioned the Discord as well. That's a great place if you want to tag us in Changeling TS or Changeling TS spoiler conversation. I'd love to chat about this plotline, where you think it's, well, not where it's going, but like how it's been and sort of the...
Well, why not where it's going?
Well, also where it's going, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's this person.
Hey, Kofu Fenders.
That guy.
What person? Yeah, Mazer.
Mazer.
Did you just say go away? Oh, got away. Go away, Mazer.
Go away.
I am also going to do a couple of very quick shout-outs. The first, of course, is to She Who Knows 10,000 Things. Her and her new bingo card. So we have that. And, of course, we'll see Disciple eventually at some point. Crosshair will be along. He says that he might be here for next Sunday. It would be nice. Also, we have to shout out Lo, who is working on a game. He's been doing art for us for a while, and we love all of it that we see. We will have art from all the rest of you who'd like to see more of it too.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
We haven't had anything new to put in the news section for a little bit, so So we'll definitely take some art if we can get it.
How about one of Sophia and Kyoko making out with the
Burning
three
horses.
The clown car also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
could
the
be a
clown
thing.
car. That's a much lighter one to look at.
But also burning.
But I'm also going to shout out Pukajutsu. You are going home tomorrow. I will look forward to hearing news about that and look forward to later on seeing you stream again on your channel finally. Still the best emotes in the business.
Here they come.
Yeah, they're happening. But of course, next Sunday, there's more Changeling, so you can come back and watch that. Check the VODs; they're all up on YouTube. You check the synopses. All of that is on RPGclinic.com. You can find that there.
Thank you.
Anything else? I have to thank the three of you.
Thank you, bud.
Frankly, we got busy times coming up, so we're gonna sign off. But thank you so much for even tuning in a bit earlier, so that we can get more of this game in. It's appreciated. But
Thank
look.
you, John. This was a long session with a lot of moving parts. And you crushed it as always.
And extra moving parts. Because you had extra moves.
Kung Fu Fenris,
Yeah.
much love to you. But remember that even if we're not currently streaming, there's always something you can do. Always. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Burn, burn, burn.
What's up there?
We're
Just go
on the
Inferno.
dinner.
Oh.